Hello, welcome to the channel. My name is Karsh Goblin. This is Goblin KTV, and thank you for being patient with us. We are today starting our Edge of Darkness Call of Cthulhu starter set adventure or investigation. We have Mr. Live Producer as our keeper for today, so he's going to be doing pretty much all the work for us. In the background, you're going to be listening to Syrinscape, because Syrinscape make amazing audio for role-playing. They do specific Call of Cthulhu stuff. They've got specific Dungeons and Dragons, Pathfinder, and loads of different things from sci-fi, horror, fantasy, etc., including board games. So go check them out at syrinscape.com. They're not a sponsor of us, but we do appreciate them. Also, you can help the players with donations. Donations are going to help out with luck rolls, but we'll deal with that later. Let's jump in and say hi to everybody. Hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody. Hi, Dr. Nick.
Of course.
Your keeper will remember that.
No!
Always what you want to hear.
Yeah, no, you're... Yeah, this is going to be fun.
It's going to be a thing.
Yes.
So,
It's been a fun morning.
It's been, yeah.
All right, well...
Yeah, you can start and...
Okay, well, let's go around the table and actually quickly introduce who everyone is playing. So, Snoozy, you're up first.
Oh, I'm Snoozy. Think I'm playing Keiko Kane. She's got glasses, and
So she just leaves his glasses.
I literally have the exact same pair of glasses that she does. She has these like round. Check that out.
Oh, that's beautiful.
How's that for
Nice.
character immersion?
I'm pretty sure that hers has lenses, though.
You know what? Lenses are the worst part of glasses. They just hold them back. That's always been my
They're not the
stance.
point of them at all.
Yeah, it's not. It really isn't.
Yeah.
Okay.
And hi. That's it.
All right, Kat?
Hello. No, I'm just kidding. Hi, guys. It's me, Kat. I am the owner and proprietor of Cest Caitlin, and today I shall be talking to you through the voice of Louise Rousseau. She's a bit of a fiery-tempered New Yorker who's going to be here to show you a bit more about mechanics and about the ways that we kind of get things done around here, you know. So we'll see how that goes for you.
All right, and Karsh, you're next.
Hi, my name is Karsh Goblin. This is my channel. Yay! So today I'm playing Wentworth Averby, the elderly professor. So it's never going to go badly when I'm the one that can read all the nasty, nasty books which we might pick up. Great. Let's hope we don't find all the nasty, nasty books.
Just some of them.
Yeah, they're fun.
Yeah.
That's okay. I'll translate aloud so everybody gets those things.
Oh. If I'm going insane, you're going insane with me.
Yes.
Great.
If I'm... Okay. Aeon, who will you be playing today?
Hi, I'm E01, and today I am playing Jessie Williams, the history student. She's going to be rather fun to get to know.
Okay, and last but not least, Phoenix. How you going there today?
And just as a warning, Phoenix is having some internet issues. So that's going to
Hi, I'm
happen.
Phoenix, and tonight I will be playing the role.
Almost got out.
Almost.
Yeah, I'll go robot periodically. Sorry about that.
That's all right.
But tonight I'll be playing. I'll be playing Dr. Nevada Jones. Dr. Jones is my father, of course. I'm Nevada.
It's not made up.
So what's your wit
These are-
proficiency?
Nevada was the dog.
All right. Anyway, so
These are
we
the starting
going.
characters. It's not made up.
Yes.
This is
No,
actually
these-
in the stuff.
Yeah, no, these are the pre-gens that's actually in the game. And well, first off, let's start off with Age of Darkness. Now, you've all recently each been contacted by Rupert Mayweather, an aging man you have known for some time. Mayweather is unwell and seems not long for this world. He has asked you all to meet him at St. Mary's Teaching Hospital in Arkham at 1 o'clock on Thursday. You haven't seen the man for quite some time, so this urgent summons appears to be quite important. Perhaps he has something to tell you before he dies. Yes. So we begin our scene, as it were, at the front doors of the St. Mary's Teaching Hospital in Arkham. Who would like to start?
Everyone else had a couple of lines about their character's
Yep.
backstory.
It should be in your character. If not, I'll do that now.
In
Yes,
backstory.
It is in backstory. I just
Or
see kind of physique
If you look in bio information,
bio.
you should have some information in there.
There's also
It's just an image.
the backstory
It's just-
tab.
Oh,
I checked
closing.
the backstory tab, but it
Yeah.
just was like slim physique.
Click on the bio information. If not, just close and reopen your sheet, and that should update it.
Okay, that's what I'll do.
Okay.
There really isn't much anyway.
There it is.
Yep.
Science. I'm a science student.
Okay.
You can tell from the glasses.
Jeez.
Yes, the students aren't always real students here. As you'll see if there's any combat that happens. A bit rougher than we expected.
Well, if we're outside of the hospital, then Jessie's just gonna brush herself off and go, well, now it ain't gonna do us any good to be standing around here twiddling our thumbs. We got a sick man to see. We're all here.
It might be contagious.
Well, then we'll be sure to keep our distance. I'm pretty sure the nurses will tell us when we get in there, won't they?
Well, maybe, but I've already lived a long life. I want to keep it as long as I can.
As you say. Anyone else come with me?
I'll go with you. We owe him a bit of a debt, Mr. Mayweather. So, I mean, best to see him while he's still kicking.
It is preferable.
Let's go.
All right. As you
Yes.
walk, as you walk your way to
Let's
Mr.
hit it.
Mary's room, a nurse and a doctor walk by you talking about the patient in that room, and says, "I would swear this is scarlet fever, except for the black lesions sweeping a fluid we can't identify." So they don't know what's actually wrong with Mr. Merriweather.
Well, is it contagious? Can we see him?
Yes, but do it soon because we don't know how much longer he's going to be around.
You mean you're transferring him out or the permanent transfer?
Or the ultimate transfer.
I don't know if it's ultimate or not, but it's not good.
I'd say that we probably need to be making a move on towards that that room over there.
As soon as there was not contagious, Jessie's already in the room. She's not. She wasn't waiting for anybody else.
And I'll just keep on walking.
Okay, as you enter the room, you can see Rupert Merriweather's in the bed, pale as death, and you can see the black lesions, and you can see he's not long. So you also see his wife, Agnes, and his weasel-like son, weasel features, Bertrand. You've had dealings with them before, so you know about them both, and you don't really want to deal with them. So as you all enter the room, Merriweather introduces everyone to each other. It says, "Yes, this is my wife of 6. This is my wife, Agnes. Many, many years together. And this is Bertrand. He's a lawyer."
He's a lawyer.
He is a lawyer. So, yeah.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you, Miss Agnes.
Agnes doesn't say much. She's inconsolable. And
Yep.
after a few minutes, Rupert says, Agnes, dear, could you take yourself and Bertrand out? I need to discuss certain items with my compatriots here. And after a few seconds, you can see that there's actually love between Rupert and Agnes. It's a hand squeeze. No, this might be the last time they see each other. And they leave the room, close the door, and you're left alone in the room with him.
So what's this you need to discuss?
A mistake. Something we did when I was young, which was...
You've got another child. You don't need to speak.
Stupid.
You shouldn't be telling us. You should be telling your wife about your other child.
No, I don't want to be anywhere near this. In my youth, I and some fellow students became involved in what we believed was an innocent exploration of the occult. Nothing's innocent about the occult. Led by a slightly older man named Marion Allen, the six of us purchased an old farmhouse a few miles west of Arkham, near the village of Ross Corners. There we could conduct seances and other psychic research in privacy. Alas, our work had unforeseen results. Our last experiment summoned an evil force into this world. Instead of attempting to expel the thing, we were afraid and abandoned the old house, and confident that the magic that brought the evil to the world also would keep it confined to the vacant house, or send it back after a short time. However, I've since discovered that the spell that binds the entity to the house lasts as long as the casters live. I am the last of the group, in fear upon my death that things will go free and wreak havoc on the folks thereabouts. I'm too old, too ill, and much too much of a coward to go back to that house to try to banish the entity by myself. I'm guilty of many things, but the deepest sin was unleashing the horror that fateful night, and I'm convinced that entity will escape his confinements on my death. As you look beside him, he's actually got this relatively largish box next to him, and he just gestures to us, says, take the box. All the aid I can offer you lies within. You must find the courage to send the thing back to where it came from.
Because you can't.
No, I can't. And even if I could not enter that place again.
Now, Mr. Mayweather, I don't want to be a bit of a spring chicken here, but it seems more like you need a priest than, what is it? I mean, I and some engineering work or help from my family, or whoever these knuckleheads you summoned here to your bedside. It seems more like a demon kind of thing that should be handled with the churches.
Churches. We tried them. You know what they did? They sprinkled holy water on the door and said it was done.
I would have thought they'd call you crazy after that story.
Well, that too. But anyway.
A little bit both.
Gestures again to the box for someone to take.
Jesse will pick it up.
What's in the box? What's in the box?
What's in the box?
What's in the box? What's in the box?
As soon as Jesse grabs the box, Mayweather bolts up upright, lets out an ungodly scream, and falls back down.
Questions. What was the process?
Doctor! Stars, can we get a doctor in here, please? Jesse is just yelling.
Yes.
And maybe a priest.
And soon as the doctor's entering, a huge gout of blood erupts from his mouth.
No. Gross.
So,
Oh my.
I
It's not.
I just
That's
look over and I go,
that is
I'm no
not what I
doctor.
wanted to see today.
I'm no doctor, but I don't think that's what's supposed to be happening out of his mouth hole like that.
Mm.
Shit,
That
that is incredibly insightful.
A sanity check, please.
Yeah.
First rolls in the
Best
night.
way to start
First
the
one
game.
is the sanity. Great.
Yes.
We like to start strong. Start early, start
Oops.
strong.
Start with San.
My 3D dice keep turning themselves off. That is not very nice of them.
Right. Oh, success. I was gonna say, how the hell have you seen all this stuff before? On your sheet there'll be one that says sanity.
Yeah.
Just hit that, and that should re-roll it for you.
Just hit the
Right in
word
the middle
sanity,
near the top.
but it's not.
Are you in edit mode? Check the top right. If you're in edit mode, it won't.
Thank you.
There we go.
I'm green. I'm Ghostbusters green.
Oh, everyone's.
Ow!
Wow, that's insane.
I've
True
seen
success.
worse. I've seen worse stuff on the streets.
There's a perfectly logical explanation for this.
His organs
Okay.
are shutting down. I don't know.
Or he's dead. Or
Oh,
dying.
he's dead, man. This man's going to see his
dead
makeup.
now.
Just lightly crosses herself and
Same. Rest in peace.
Extreme success. I didn't even realize how awesome that was.
You're too good.
Okay.
I feel like
As as you call for a doctor, the room
Oh.
quickly fills with interns, nurses, and Mayweathers. Wife and son. Do you want to stick around, or you want to leave in 2 minutes?
Jesse is backing out of the room. Like, this is the family's grieving time. Like, unless I'm getting the feeling that Bertrand's going to do something stupid or Agnes is going to do something stupid to us if we leave, bye.
Mhm.
You can grieve in peace. You don't need me.
Yeah, the doctors start to harry you out of the room since you're not family or medical work.
Also.
And yeah. So you
I'm gonna grab Agnes's hands real quick and say, "I'm so sorry. Your family's going through all of this. You have my sincerest condolences, and I wish you all the best. Thank you."
and all you hear is a sob in return, like a sobbing.
Hurry away with the rest of us.
And did you remember to take the box?
Yes, the box is in Jesse's hand. She's just
Good.
Oh, she
La, 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 la.
snatched it.
It's like you're going, picks up, no, the box.
Well,
Alright.
the picking up the box is what I picked up the box. He dropped dead, and it's just like, well, bye.
My box now.
Yeah, well, that's one way to do it. All right, so you're now outside of the room. Do you want to leave the hospital, or do you want to just stay around and see what goes on, Mr. Merriweather?
I'm going to be honest. He said no help. I want to get out of the hospital and open the box.
Okay. Inside the
Yeah,
box. Do
And
you find somewhere?
following the box.
Do you find
Tess,
somewhere
do-
nice and quiet to open the box, or you do it?
Well, that's what I was going to ask. If what Mr. Mayweather was saying was true, I feel that it might be best not to just open this up in the random hallway of the hospital. Does anyone have a preference on where we open this up?
I think we should go out to the scenic park area that they have near the hospital with all the benches
Mhm.
for the patients to walk with their visitors.
There is a cafe next to the hospital as well. So if you want to stop off at the coffee shop,
Yes.
Yeah.
they've got a coffee shop, a park, a few other places that you can go.
I feel like it should be done open up in the bright light of day. I feel like maybe this is something that's a bit a park or a park, a coffee, whatever. Just somewhere where it's not dark, decrepit, and stinks of blood is preferable.
While they're doing that, though, I'm outside the door of the room, listening in.
Yep.
Sorry, just watching and making sure.
Yep.
Could I get a listen check, please? What is listen check for Call of Cthulhu now?
You enjoy the listen checks for Call of Cthulhu? That's not ominous.
Hey, look, listen.
You just hear mumbles and screams and a little bit of crying.
Oh, I think we're outside.
You guys
so-
went outside. I'm going to spend
Yeah.
15 luck right from the start.
Woo!
Go for it.
All right then. You just hear. I don't know what happened. It's just. Is blood supposed to turn black? And you hear Bertrand ask about the visitors and could they have poisoned his father.
Oh, good.
Wait, what about poisoning his father?
We don't know. Anyway, let's go back to the park. Phoenix, what are you doing?
Yeah. And you can hear him talking to Agnes, just saying, "I might follow these people. I don't trust them." And that's all you hear.
That would be stalking, and that would be against the law.
Just a little.
Also, she can't fire us. She's
not
I
hired
wasn't
us.
even. I wasn't even paid. You can't fire me yet. You gotta give me money first before you can turn me out on the streets.
That's
They
right.
had to hire us in the first place. We got handed a box and said, please.
Right. How do you fire someone after asking them for a favor?
Or not even employing them. You can't fire them unless you employ them.
It was like,
Please help me move my couch. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to let you go.
You dropped my couch. No more.
Okay. All right. So
but, sorry, I just want to check. Is Dr. Jones coming with us, or is he with?
yep, do you
I
all
can't
make your
remember
way?
who the other.
Yes.
You all make it to the park.
All right.
All right. So, do you want to open the box? The
Open
mysterious,
the box.
mysterious box.
Or
Locust
Yeah,
play.
Jesse's opening it basically as soon as everybody else is not going to get mad about it.
Okay. Inside the box, you find a recently written letter, a yellowed envelope containing something, a
Mhm.
key, a small sarcophagus-shaped golden box of ancient design, and a slim journal bound in leather. See, you've already found the journal.
Oh, good.
oh, I want to grab the journal. I want to start reading
Yeah.
the journal, if I may. If Jesse doesn't object to me.
Jesse just open it. If you're not stopping, she's not going to stop you taking anything. She's
I'll
going to take
take
a
it.
look at the letter.
I'll take. Oh
All right.
man, I was gonna take a look at the letter. Shit, I ain't
All
touching
right.
this.
I mean,
That's bad juju. Smoke.
There you go.
Actually, if you're going to take, sorry, I'll hand you the letter and I'll take the sarcophagus.
All right. I just gave you a handout for the letter.
Okay,
Yay.
I'll start us off if you want. Dear friends, in the many years after the nightmarish events of our youth, of that night in my youth, I've seen many strange things. Only now do I begin to grasp the truth of the reality and the scope of what is happening in the world. I've tried in my small ways to combat the horrors and make amends for my part and bring it one to our plane of existence. Doesn't say which one. All right. What I have left to offer, what riches and wealth I have, I will put to good use in dealing with these abominations. It is the very least this old coward could do. This old coward could have paid us. I said, just look up as I read. I could never make myself go back to that little farmhouse and put those events to rights. I too gravely feared that which my friends and I loose upon this countryside. Nothing of consequences has yet to take place, but with my death, I fear the bonds will be broken and that the horror freed will come and go as it pleases. Lives not yet taken have already weighed heavily on my consciousness. The methods of delivering this thing out of this world is still in that accursed house. The translations made by Murian from the book, oh man, I can't read this one. It's some
De vermis mysterious.
Yeah, I just like hold it up. Anyone got okay, thank goodness. I was never strong enough to take on the task, but I have hope that you are. And ridding the world of this, perhaps you will save my soul from hell. I mean, only the Lord can do that, but for I fear that my deeds have not been enough to release me from this heavy burden. I do not expect your forgiveness for what I ask of you. Rupert Mayweather.
Well, he certainly believed that whatever he had created in that farmhouse is very dangerous. Do we know anything about this de vermis mysteries?
It's all Latin to me, dear. I don't know nothing.
Would that be potentially something related to history?
I would
or would
say
that be more occult?
I'd be more occult.
All right, then no idea.
Oh,
I mean, I'll make the roll, but no idea.
Okay.
I have a 5.
All right. If you want to roll an occult once you've heard the book's title, you're more welcome to.
Yeah. I don't have enough luck for that.
No. Oh.
Anybody who has skill in occult?
No, I don't think none of us is. Oh,
No.
That was close. 14 buck.
Spend
It's
the
expensive.
luck. Spend the luck.
that's pretty expensive.
That is expensive, and this is going to probably go for maybe two seasons.
Yeah.
You might want to leave some luck.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. I just more
so-
wed that I don't have the 83 to spend. for mine.
That's too rich for my blood. If it was 10,
Yeah.
Are there any libraries around here that
Well,
might?
you're right near the Miskatonic. Is that how you pronounce it? I'm always horrible in pronouncing that one.
Miskatonic.
Yes.
Miskatonic is very close, and you can actually go and to the Orn Library to have do some research.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't look at the journal and open it up. I want to open it up and at least skim through it, maybe the front and then the very end.
Okay, if you skim through the journal, you will see references to Dark Brotherhood, farmhouse, death, insanity, random other words saying Dijin as well. So there are, so you do spot certain words, but it's going to take you a while to read it. So you need to sit down and read it while other people are doing stuff if you want to read it.
I mean,
I
think I probably will read it.
Okay.
Should we head for the library first?
Shall you wait for me to
I do
get there
believe that's
before you head to the library?
Oh, probably.
Oh.
Now, I don't want to be a troublemaker here, but it seems to me like the solution's pretty straightforward. We just head over to the house, do what the priest did, throw down some holy water on the front porch, and call it a day. I feel like that would probably solve the problem.
Well, I mean, I'm going to say that while I might be a fairly devout individual, I don't think myself no priest.
Oh,
is that something? And if that's all the priest did last time and it doesn't seem to have solved the problem, we might need to actually enter into the building. And before we go into a building where we're saying, hey, we're likely to die, then I'd at least like to have read a book or two, done a little research. I mean, I prefer to go in with like a couple of soldiers or somebody behind me, but I somehow don't think that's going to be in my payroll prerogative here.
The truth is the stronger defense than any soldier.
Okay. And I'm surprised no one's actually looked at the sarcophagus yet.
I have it in my hand. I was going to look at it. I was just waiting until I found out afterwards.
Shake it
so
like
Jesse will 100% open it. Yeah, Jesse will like look at it, shake it, see if there's a way to open it.
Oh, you opened it up.
Well, I'm not going to open it right away. I'm going to see if there's a way to open it or if it's like completely sealed.
It's not completely sealed. It just opens as you bring it open. So the hinges are naturally, it doesn't stick. It just opens naturally. And you should have a handout now of the sarcophagus.
Huh.
It's a lot bigger than I thought. I thought this was like a handheld thing.
No.
This thing's actually pretty big.
So,
all right. I think we should investigate this character.
Dr.
Eric
Jones wants to examine the hieroglyphics.
Who has his name engraved
Yay!
on this
Success.
sarcophagus.
This is the first actual natural success we've had. Because we're doing shorter games, this is a bit longer. Mark off, like put the tick on it. So on the character sheet, there should be like a button there for.
Yeah. So
mark
next
the
to your
success.
skill, there'll be a checkbox. So every successful skill that you do, skill roll you do, you check it, and that's used to enhance to level up your skill.
So it'll be something we need to get used to as well.
But you can't do that with sanity?
Nope.
No.
You cannot do that with sanity or your skills, your sanity or your base stats, but you do it with the skills, and basically you want to then fail a roll with your skills. So
That's later. We'll get used to ticking boxes when we pass.
Okay.
I do use that as a player. I'm usually telling my players.
Yep. The archaeology roll identifies hieroglyphics as Egyptian of the Middle Kingdom, although the carved on the inside of the lid are distinctly different and not Egyptian at all. So it's. Would you like to roll another roll? Maybe an occult roll if you want to try to work out what the other ones are? Because you would have seen some occult stuff with early Egyptian Middle Kingdom. So with that, that successful archaeology.
I'll roll it, but chances are not good.
Does anybody here know occult?
I don't think so.
Would you like to spend some luck?
I don't think I can afford 43.
Oh, well.
I got hella biology.
Okay.
I feel like I do feel like we might not be the right experts for this kind of a job.
Okay. So would you like to keep looking at the stuff in here? Would you like to retreat to a library or somewhere else of learning?
I'm going straight to the library with the journal and with the name de Vermis Mysteries.
Okay.
Perhaps
I'll head with them to the library.
Is that Eric Lofgren on the inside? Sorry, just seeing if I'm reading that right.
I think so.
There's a name on the inside of the sarcophagus. I don't know if that's like.
I was just messing around. That's just the name of the artist of the.
Okay, that's what I thought, but I wanted to double check if that was at all relevant.
I was just being an absolute ass and
sometimes you gotta.
In a cult.
I'm gonna say that when you're playing an investigation game, it's just like, well, I'm gonna double check in case it's like important that this was the previous person who owned it and like carved their name in it, because this is the 1920s. They do that.
No clue is too small.
Although I haven't shown.
No author byline is too cruel.
I'm just going to try to show what they're looking at.
Yep.
There's a little name right here. That's what they're talking about.
Yeah,
right there.
I
The artist's name.
I said to my computer, enhance.
Computer, what is this computer in 1920s?
Can I assume that I'm there?
The person.
You can assume that you're there now.
The punch card, and the person, the lady who does the punch card creating with the computer. I said, enhance to her, and
she just put it closer.
Yeah.
She walked forward with it. I was like, thank you, computer. Yes.
That feels rather terrible but amusing.
So what did you find out? What was in the box?
Well, there's this lovely thing here. Shows the sarcophagus.
Okay, that's weird. Well, was there anything in it?
Nope.
And if there was a plague of locusts, then that could have been.
Is there any residue inside of it? Is there any smell inside of it?
Gonna waft it.
Roll me a spot hidden.
Roll for wafting an ancient sarcophagus.
I don't think you'll find opium in there, but
yeah.
No, looks relatively empty. Maybe a bit of dust, but nothing really noticeable.
How many luck do I have? Wait, magic points. That's so close.
That's close.
8.
Did you want to spend? It is a multi-session game, though.
8 luck can be a lot, but
Yeah, it is a lot of luck. I would say you wouldn't get much information from it. So
Yeah, all right. I'll pass.
okay. All right. So has anyone looked at the
And what
other?
did you
the
find about
others?
the other bits?
Oh, I just
there's
show him the
there's
letter.
a new letter and there's an old letter. That's right. There's 2 letters in addition to the journal.
Can I just do a language, please?
Sure. Go ahead.
As
What
the languages
language?
professor?
Yep.
Oh my god, I can't believe I
We'll
out
go
of
to push that
70 for
roll.
Latin.
Wait, Latin for different me's.
Yes.
You want to push that roll? Or you want to leave it there?
How can I push it? I've only got Latin.
Push the roll.
I did actually check for something for that for you can do pushing either with a different roll, but you can use techniques of pushing with the same skill. It would normally be things like, example being, if you were pushing a library use, you might spend hours in the library and potentially get in trouble for being there for too long or things like that. Like that's one of the examples they give. So it's more like going and looking for like a Latin translation, but pushing rolls like that is scary.
I don't know how I don't know how I can push this roll realistically in the path.
You were looking at going to the library.
Yeah, we'll recheck it in the library if needed.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
okay. And you said that there's a second letter.
Yes, it's an old yellowing letter.
I'll pick that one up too.
All right. Well, surprisingly, it's got a little bit of heft to it, so it feels like
is a thick man right here. What is this? Got a bit of
so,
weight.
yeah.
Be careful. Do be careful with that. That does look to be a little bit more old and fragile. I would suggest
treat it like a right lady. Don't worry about it.
I do agree that you should, but I was going to say maybe we should be opening that one more up in an enclosed space in case it gets damaged by something like wind or something. More controlled conditions. I do believe that might be more useful to
old
us.
documents.
I take the letter and I just let it drop back into the box.
Jesse's gonna look at you just like you could at least have set it down.
Oh, I thought that was real gentle like though.
You hear a clunk from the box as you drop it down.
It's got something inside of it though. Look, see, it's like rattling your presents at Christmas. Told you, real gentle. Nothing's ever broken beforehand. It's all great. Let's get over to this library, see book nerds can go do some learning.
Jesse's gonna close the box and just like walk away without even acknowledging you.
Yeah, I just kept on walking. I walked away for like I was already walking away. I was just like, eh.
Yeah, I Irish goodbye like 5 minutes ago with the journal. Walking into the library already.
Okay, as so you walk up to the Miskatonic's library, which is open in the evenings. So this is at past 1 p.m. So it is open for another few hours. So you can go and find a small table where you can all settle down and do some research about all the stuff that you have. So let's work on the first off. Snoozy.
Yeah.
Do you still have the journal?
Yes.
Would you like to read it?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to share that one.
Well,
yeah.
I'm not sure if I want to look up the book that he said the answer was in. I think I'd rather do that first.
Okay, you want to talk to one of the librarians there just to see if you can get access to the book, if it's even there?
Yes. Excuse me, ma'am. It's a lovely evening, isn't it?
It was until you started talking. How can I help you?
Well, I'm hoping
It's a library. It's supposed to be silent.
I was hoping if you might know something about a book named De Vermis Mysteries. It's Latin, if you don't understand.
Any social roles is now going to be at penalty dice. The keeper will remember this. Okay. Oh, 1920s librarian. What do you expect?
Politeness, maybe.
This is like the most passive aggressive fight of cordiality.
I love that. I love that though. That's 100% the 1920s.
I mean, I'm just sort of sitting here and I'm just like, yep, I'm just.
Okay. Ah, yes.
bless
There's
her
Vermis Mysterious. We do have that book in our catalog, but it is locked away in the restricted collection of the library. Henry Armitage is the person you'd like to speak to get access to that book, but unfortunately they're going to be away for the next 2 weeks on location. On a
They're
date.
going to be away?
Oh, they are away. I'm sorry. So you need to actually get in contact with him to get access to the book, which I might not give you in any case. Have a lovely day. And walks off.
Well.
I
do.
The librarian was wonderful. She told me the exact location of the book in the library. It's in the restricted section. Shall we?
Perfect.
Now, perhaps I might be a little bit off here, but generally when someone tells me something's in the restricted section, it's not just open to the public. Did the librarian give you a key or something by chance?
No. She mentioned that
Snoozy, roll me a spot hidden.
Oop, I hit it twice.
The
first one was an extreme.
You like a hawk.
She's watching me like a hawk.
Yep, she's just looking at you going. The finger waggle of
All right, you guys. I'm gonna stay here with my new friend.
I am going to say that all of our attempts at subtlety probably went right out the window when you walked up to our table and said, "Good news, it's in the restricted section." I have a feeling that none of us are.
I mean, this guy here is a professor. Aren't you able to get into the restricted sections?
Of languages, I would assume, but even archaeology, possibly.
We do also have Dr. Jones, perhaps, could be able to help us here. We do have 2 professors with us. But do you teach at this university, is my question.
I have such a good library use skill. I need to use it.
Then,
I mean, you have a book you can read. A journal. That's what you would use it for.
How about...
Is it? Or is it finding books?
Both.
It's for both, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry.
Firstly, I just want to do a little of like cross-referencing and push the role, like in the library at least, using library resources for my failed Latin role about the title.
Okay.
So essentially re-rolling it, but in a different location instead of pushing roll. That's my excuse.
I look over to.
Do I get a bonus for having library?
No,
in a library.
You're just getting to re-roll.
Re-roll it, damn. Please don't fail this time. Thank you. Yeah.
Ooh, success.
Yay. So understand that it's not the Vermis Mysterious, it's Worm Soundness.
Or Mysteries of the Worm is the other title.
Mysteries of the Worm. Also, Snoozy, you get to tick the spot hidden on your sheet.
What?
Yes.
So
You pass the spot hidden, see it.
There's a dot next to it.
Now that
Quick
we're in,
clarification. Sorry.
I was
Go
gonna
ahead.
like, hey Jesse, now that we're in here, can I open up that letter? I'm real curious now.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I just start making grabby hands for the older one. Yay! It's real nice
Grab
of
your
you.
hands for the
Yeah,
letter.
I'm grabbing hands.
Jesse's more looking at you and going like, "Now, please, dear, actually treat it. If this is how you treat your women, it's no surprise that you're single. So please do
I pull
be
out.
gentle with this one."
I pull out a switchblade and I start cutting it open like a letter cutter, like a letter opener.
The librarian who's still watching you just looks at you and raises an eyebrow, like a rim shot.
I'm treating it real gentle.
Did you even check if the envelope needed to be cut, dear?
Yeah, it was closed, so now it's open. You're welcome.
All right, inside.
Jesse is going to walk away for a second so that she doesn't do something.
I was probably like, how else is I supposed to open this letter? I mean, I could rip it, but that seemed too harsh, so I just kind of gently letter cut at it.
Was the envelope sealed?
It doesn't say here.
I'm saying yeah.
My brain is just thinking it's tucked in. But
Nah.
yeah,
so Jesse's going to take the other letter out that I'm going to presume was in the envelope, and she's going to slide the envelope open very slowly in front of you, and then remove the letter without the use of a knife, and go, "It's a wonderful bit of technology." Put the letter back in and walk away.
This is what and you just hear from like silently. It's like, this is what that higher learning gets you. I'm feeling it. All right.
All right. Inside the letter you so callously opened was a deed and a key to a farm property on Boone Road near Ross's Corner, a village west of Arkham.
Hey guys, I'm a landowner now.
And
I'll show him like,
not hard, isn't that special?
I'll show him this stuff. So I'll be like, "There's a key. I assume it goes to the house deed right here." And and this time you see me gently slide it over, and I go, "Eh."
I mean, Jesse's not here. Jesse's like over a little bit, taking a look at some of the books, like considering going and talking to the librarian. But
talk to her. Keep her distracted.
Are you going to be? Who's got the journal? Has Keiko started reading the journal yet, or she still got the journal closed?
I wanted to ask if you have a deed and library use, can you search for any sort of microfiche? I don't know if they have microfiche, like any information about the history of the property.
Ooh.
Maybe maps of the
I want blueprints.
architecture or notes about the history.
Well, give me a library use roll, please. Okay, what's that?
Dang.
All right, you get some information about the house. So while you're doing that, does Dr. Jones want to do anything with the sarcophagus? Because you got a successful check, you can actually potentially do a translation.
If I can attempt a translation, then definitely.
Okay.
What skill would you like?
And I think Jesse actually might go over to the librarian just to not necessarily try and patch things up, but see if she can get any information with the.
And can I assist the translation of the hieroglyphs if that needs to be?
Okay, so you'll get 1 bonus dice.
Excellent. What would you like me to?
Language, Egyptian hieroglyphics. So I think you got that one, don't you?
No, just Latin and English.
Oh,
all right.
Then how about I just do hieroglyphics then?
You still get you'll still get the bonus because
I'll help.
Translated archaeology.
I'll do it then. Well then.
Yep.
Let's go. I'll do the bonus penalty because it might get even better.
That is an extreme.
That's a 2.
All right.
Wow.
Dang.
And I'm
Time to
expecting
break
sanity
your brain.
check to come next.
Just
Thank you for the help. But if it's a sanity check, you'll get it too.
Ooh.
Okay, I just need to find the translation of thing.
Does anyone want to start reading this journal? It might take a while, and if someone is particularly good at reading or language.
Jesse will take a look at it that she has no success with the library.
Okay. You don't want me reading. Period.
I'm not as good as you, Snoozy, but I do have good libraries.
Okay. With that extreme success, it will take you 2 to 3 hours to translate the hieroglyphics.
Okay. It's going to take us time, but it's quick.
Yep.
Yeah.
You've pretty much you've gone since you've been sorry before. You go up, you know exactly the book that you need to find to get the translation information, and otherwise it'll be 1d4 days to translate this book. To translate these hieroglyphics.
Yeah.
2 hours compared to a couple days.
You found the book to actually do it.
Just pure knowledge.
That is awesome.
You.
Yeah. All right. So
now that I handed off the journal, I'm very interested in sneaking off to the restricted section.
All right. Well, once I'll give Karsh and
I'm hoping between people reading and opening things by the table and someone talking to the librarian.
Did Dr. Jones also help you with the translation as well, or
yes.
is Dr. Jones staying there?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
That's how we got the 2.
Yep.
Because we helped you.
Yeah. All right.
If I see you sneaking away, I'll go with you.
Okay, and you now have a handout in your handouts of what the translation is.
No, I'm going to say this. Jessie doesn't know you're planning to sneak into the restricted section. She's hoping to convince the librarian to let her in. So you might be creating a very fun drama situation here, and I'm excited for it.
Don't worry, I got good locksmithing skills.
Yeah, if you convince her somehow to let us in, I can just hide.
I didn't say let us, let me in.
Yeah. I'll just hide under a table or something while you guys are inside the restricted.
Oh no, I'm coming with you to see.
Yeah, we can both hide under the table.
Yeah, it'd be great.
I have a very slim physique.
Mine's broad. It's a broad physique, but don't worry, they won't notice me.
Yeah.
So MLP. What happens whenever Jessie comes up to talk to the librarian?
The librarian again looks at you, does the visual room shops, the eyebrow raise, like say, well?
Good evening, dear. I was most hoping that I would be able to get your help on a bit of a project I'm doing. I'm afraid that I've got a research paper that requires me to access one of the books I believe is in the restricted section, and I'm not sure how well I could get access to there, or what sort of steps I'd have to do. If you could be a dear, I'd be ever so grateful for you giving me a hand.
If it wasn't for Keiko's attitude...
Are you giving me a penalty?
Actually, yes, I'm going to. I'm just going to try to figure out what I'll get you to roll as well.
I was hoping to be charming with that, no honesty.
And explained that it was in Latin.
But the thing is, you're trying to deceive her.
Well, there's not really a deceive, unfortunately.
Fast talk would be deceive, right?
But
yeah,
I will just say, from my perspective, how it was come across was certainly a persuasion instead of fast talk.
Oh dear! Can I take fast talk because I'm better at that?
That's just my.
I was really trying to be charming, but
really important. I'm a student in Viscotonic. My professor's great. Listen, he's very popular. You'd probably like him. Maybe I could set you up on a date. Anyway, I have to get the picture done.
That's too fast.
So Snoozy knows how to fast talk, and I don't. I was really just hoping to charm her because that's the only good talk skill I have. But hey,
you know, if you told the truth, I will let it be a persuade. But since you are embellishing the truth, I say fast talk.
Oh, yeah, I didn't expect that to work. And that is luck. 18 luck points, which is a little bit too rich right now.
Yeah, it's pretty rich.
And as I told your friend, the book is actually on the restricted zone, restricted area, and to only. So I'm trying to find the person's name again.
It's Armitage, something Armitage.
Dr. Armitage needs to improve access to this book. Can I ask why you need it such in a hurry?
We were a friend of ours had just recently passed, and he left us a note about that being part of his research that I'm happy to continue.
Or is he just still vomiting blood in the?
Oh no, he's not.
He's dead. Our friend Mr. Mayweather had just passed, and he had mentioned this book in a letter on a research project that he was working on, and he was asking for us to continue.
Mr. Mayweather, he did donate a few books to our collection, but unfortunately, he also confided in Dr. Armitage that this book should not be opened under any circumstances.
Oh, well,
after the events in Innsmouth.
Oh, sorry. This is just me having a lack of geographical knowledge, but I'm assuming that Jesse, who's somewhat of a local, would actually have knowledge. Is Innsmouth kind of the area the farm we were told was in, or?
Not near the farm. Innsmouth is Innsmouth Harbour, which is a bit further down. But I would say that you would actually roll me a history check.
Hey, this can't go badly. Are you kidding? I'm spending 17 luck. I don't even care. I'm sorry.
You would have read in the newspaper recently that Innsmouth was raided by the U.S. government, the ATF.
What?
The news reports didn't say, but it just said that Innsmouth is now anyone who used to live in Innsmouth is now in a holding facility in the middle of the desert.
Oh, no,
the entire town?
Not the entire town, but about 3/4 of it.
Well, I can see if that's the sort of situation why that would be a problem. Thank you very much for the heads up. Do you know of any books that might be similar or that could give me some of the information that are non-restricted? I'd be ever so grateful. I just want to try and do right by Mr. Mayweather now that he's passed.
The librarian points you to a few books which will help with translations and a few other things about Latin, which will help you later on if you need it.
Well, I have no Latin, but thank you very much. Thank you ever so kindly for your time, man. And before I leave, can I try and look on the desk and see if there's a ring of keys or anything like that?
Roll me a spot hidden.
I see nothing.
You see her lunch. You see her lunch, a cup of coffee, and a sketch of Keiko.
Oh, because he's on a wanted
Is
poster
librarian
now.
still with me?
No, I assume you have spotted this as you're walking away.
All right. Because my thought right now is to is to knock the coffee onto the paper and walk away. But I think that would get me in a little bit of trouble. So Jesse's just gonna keep going.
Just a touch. All right.
What's getting me?
The librarian, he's making a note.
I mean, it's not like you came up and then made it clear that you were planning to potentially break into the restricted section or anything.
I don't know anyone named Keiko.
The glasses are off.
You're gonna Clark Kent it, are you?
Yeah.
My name is Carol.
That's Carol. I like it.
What's your
By any chance,
by the way,
do you know what direction the restricted section is in?
I can't
Wait, is that pushing a roll?
No.
Is that sounds like pushing a roll to me?
It does, doesn't it?
I'm joking.
Yeah.
Joking.
I have a question, Keiko. What is your fast talk skill?
Oh my god.
40. It's 40.
Oof.
You know what? You could try that.
I'll
It
be
could go terribly wrong, but you could try it.
It's not a 5%, let me tell you.
Where's
Mine's 25. And I'm somewhat regretting the impulsive 17 luck spent, but you know what?
No
I'm
regrets.
tired of all my rolls failing.
Don't ever have buyer's remorse.
No.
Stick with
Yeah.
your decision.
Oh no,
Okay.
Call of Cthulhu always have buyer's remorse.
Hmm.
Because it's like having savings and no job.
That's like just a little YOLO.
Okay.
Literally.
So-
very briefly.
Can I
Dr. Jones-
pitch giving her a bonus die by going and trying to charm the librarian? I'm gonna go pick up the librarian.
I was going to go a different route.
I'm just breaking into the restricted section, so I mean, whatever y'all want to do.
I mean, I just kind of want to let them roll for
Okay.
that and see what happens.
One, two,
I'm just going
three.
to sit down and read the journal.
So I just want, can we just have a pause here? So we have Keiko, who's just failed and pissed off the librarian right from the start. We've got another attempt of like, let's try to get in, which failed. We've got another attempt that's about to go of like, let's try to like pick up the
Strong arm it.
librarian. My thoughts was going to be using the same, like my thoughts was not going to be that. My thought was going to be credit rating on like as a
I know
professor
Yeah.
to try to access. So we've got all these different things from the same thing, and
Pay her off.
they're
I mean,
all going to
if it
fail.
makes you feel,
No,
you know, if it makes you feel better, Jesse's done trying to convince the librarian to let her into the restricted section, and she'd like to go read the journal
Yeah.
before she gets kicked out of the library.
um,
Yeah, read that journal.
yeah. So credit
I have
rating
no
isn't
use for
buying
it.
off; it's like your station as well.
Mm.
Yeah.
Like-
Let me tell you, I have no use for libraries. I don't care if I get kicked out. I want to break in.
I want to grab that
Reading and entering
key.
is still going to involve the police here.
Did Keiko leave the journal on the table, or has Keiko still got the journal?
No, I'm leaving it for Jesse to
Okay.
read. But I'm grabbing
Okay.
the key that came with the deed, just in case it's the key to the restricted section. You never know. And I'm going to stealth my way.
I love that because this very much feels like the, you know, like puzzle adventure games
Yeah,
where
yeah.
you pick up a
Just
key
about
and then you start
trying it.
sticking it
Yeah, yeah.
in every door.
Use pants on lamp. Nope.
All right.
You still have food, from the counter.
Yeah.
You don't know when it's needed. You need to grab a food.
Put pants with food. Don't work. Dang.
What do I have?
Dang.
There's a lot of great Call of Cthulhu adventure games out there. Go check them out. And there's so many amazing ones out there.
But back to the actual game.
Yep. Hang on. If you check your handouts, I've shared the book, shared the letters with you. So you can either read it out loud or you can read it quietly to yourself.
Wait. I'm still not seeing any handouts besides the image of the sarcophagus and the first letter.
Yeah,
New.
the other handouts have been given to other people, not all to
Oh,
everyone
okay.
yet.
Okay.
Because Aeon is the only person reading the book at the moment, so Aeon is the only one who gets access to it unless they're reading it out loud.
Unless
Well, I'm sneaking.
Yeah, I've left. I've been gone for like 10 minutes trying to find this entrance to a restricted section. On the toilets, I found like some more books, and I was like, "Oh, fucking books!" And then in the library, I found like a display case, and I was like, "Seems restrictive," but I moved on. I assume it's going to be like.
shall we play out
This is a
the
restricted
charm?
section anyway.
You know what? Why not?
I'll read this out after I hear the results of the charm roll.
Okay.
Because
I want to roll before I say anything.
It's true. It's going to influence what happens.
Actually, yeah, no, yeah, you can roll.
Oh.
On the
Oh,
dot!
don't
Ah,
forget to tick
beautiful.
that roll.
yeah, don't forget to tick that box. The librarian recognizes you and says, Dr. Jones, how are you today? Can I help you with anything?
Oh, call me Nevada. Dr. Jones is my father. I'm kind of a...
I thought that was the name of the dog. Nevertheless.
I'm getting tired of babysitting these kids, and wanted to know if you and I, doll, can take a moment together and maybe get to a cup of coffee and get to know each other a little bit better.
There's a cafe right
Of course. You just have to keep an eye on some people. If anything goes wrong, we've learned to vouch for the people you're with at the moment. And Dr. Jones is just quiet. It's like, maybe.
That could be internet outage, or it could just be a fugitive to answer that question.
Think of Rupert. We're doing this for Rupert.
I'm sorry, all that's coming to mind is like, do you trust this person? I absolutely trust them. Can you tell me they're not a raving madman? I absolutely trust them.
Okay. So, Dr. Jones, or Dr. Nevada, sorry. Well, of course, then the librarian has been that role. You do exit the library and you do spend the next hour just having a bit of a chat and talking about rumors and scandalous gossip around the university.
I love Venice this time of year.
Apart from the rats.
Casually touch her shoulder as you talk.
You're not there.
Remember, you're trying
All
to
right.
sneak.
Okay, well that means you don't get the bonus. All right. So do you find the restrictive zone? Actually, how will I decide if you define a restrictive zone?
Remember, X marks the spot.
I didn't even have to use my stealth. I wanted to use my stealth to.
Well, she's gone now, so we don't need a stealth.
We don't need the stealth.
Yeah.
Well, the stealth might be handy because you're trying to sneak into a restrictive zone location.
Oh, okay. I'll put stealth in.
Yeah.
I'm stealthing. Oh, Keiko! Keiko! I lost sight of you.
I'm a shadow.
You guys are stealing all my luck. That's what I'm going to say is happening.
Oh, that's horrible.
Excuse me while I tick my box. Yoink.
Mm-hmm.
Yoink!
That's okay. If they steal your luck, well, you can always donate to the channel to buy your luck back.
Yes, you can. And well, as oh god,
I have my own theme music I'm playing for myself. Dun-na, dun-na, dun-na,
yeah.
dun-na.
As Wentworth and Jesse looks up, you swear you would have seen where Keiko and Lewis were, and then they just vanished.
But you hear in the distance, dun-na, na, 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 na.
But the book isn't there?
No, you've stealthed to the room. Now you've got to get into the room.
Yeah.
All right. Is it locked?
Yep, it is locked, and no, I'll make it easy for you. We'll make it locked.
All right. I look at you. Got a key? If not,
I'm gonna try this key first, very delicately. I'm gonna try this key.
That sounds like a luck roll.
I think it's either the key or it's not. Like,
yeah.
I don't know if I can luck myself into it.
If you look at the key and look at the pad, look at the lock on the wall on the thing, it's by different manufacturers. As the key in the wall is one of those old school, relatively red, what you consider the old lock, and the one you have in your hand is more for a house.
All right, I go, don't worry about it. I got this. I've been practicing on walks like this since I was like 5. And I'm like, you see me like reach up into my hair, like remove some bobby pins holding all the stuff back. Hairpins are in my inventory. So I'll get some hairpins out. Yep. And I don't know, is this, it's not.
I would say since you're trying to do it without the key, it's going to be a hard part. It's going to be hard if you make it.
Okay.
If a silver penknife would help you with the lock, I have.
I mean, if you just want to give me a knife, I've always wanted more of them. I've only got the one. As I say, as I'm picking this lock.
I'd like to, but I can't give it away. Sorry. Ooh.
You can try to push it with the other knife. Just be aware that if you fail, the room's going to be locked. And you're going to be locked and broken. You won't be able to get in.
If I look up, since I'm stealth, I see that's not working. I'm like, I'll look over. Is the librarian at the desk?
Our librarian's gone now.
I'm stealthing behind the desk now.
Okay, roll me a spot hidden.
Yeah. Da, 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 da. Just like touching things on the counter. It's a hard success, kids.
Oh god. You see the picture of Keiko as the librarian's drawn, and just above it, next to the cup of coffee, is a set of keys.
I grab both.
Quickly do a moustache and put it back.
I only grab one, and then I knock over like the coffee cup onto the drawing, and then I'll go.
I now regret giving you that idea somewhat.
like a bad cat, just and then
like the cat goes, eh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'll grab the keys like a bulk so it don't jangle.
Mm-hmm.
Just watching them do this.
It's hilarious.
Go back to the sarcophagus.
Jessie doesn't know any of this is happening.
Chat.
She's reading a horror book right now.
Yeah, I've seen the faces as you're reading, like.
Mm-hmm. Okay, you get to the door. There's about 20 or 30 keys on it, so I want you to roll a luck roll to see if you can actually get the right key first go.
Okay, because I was gonna see about since I know what kind of lock it is. But apparently I'm dumb.
Do you want to spend some luck?
Yeah, can I luck my luck now?
You cannot spend luck on luck rolls, unfortunately.
Because as you spend, it goes down. You're chasing it.
That is the paradox of it.
Okay.
Can I try my luck? My luck's kind of...
Okay, it takes you about 4 minutes to go through each and every key to actually find the right
and
key.
I've got Kiko. Kiko, you're on the most important part of this mission. You're my lookout. You guys let me know if anyone's coming by, because I'm gonna be plowing through these keys, and you gotta be the lookout on the getaway driver, because if we get made on this, we're not gonna be back in this library for a long time. And I do have midterms next week. You just like fuck it.
Oh darn it! I was hoping I could sneak up on after like reading the book and just go, "What are you doing?"
Do you want to spend a lot?
Spend.
No.
Spend.
One.
Sure, I'll spend one. I'm doomed anyway. I'll spend one luck just to sneak up on them while they're talking.
And both Keiko and I'm sorry, what was that?
I wanted to use listen as my lookout. Just
okay, yeah. Roll listen, and with that case,
oh darn it.
In that case, then you can have that one luck back.
Oh.
I'm not going to penalize you for that one.
Fair
okay,
enough,
so you Keiko, as you look,
here, and I'm just like, okay.
Yeah, and you see, you hear Jessie's chair move back, and you hear the patting of the feet as she walks closer to you.
Well, what are you? Are those the keys?
You just see Louise with like a key like up to the door, like what keys? And like moving on. I don't know what you're talking about. It's crazy that you would be asking me.
I swear you are the most terrible liar, dear, but I'm not gonna let us know if you found the book. And
you're not mad about this? You're not mad about this?
I was planning to do the same.
The librarian told
the same
you.
thing with the librarian.
Librarian told you what is referenced in the book about Dunwich, not Dunwich, Innsmouth.
I mean, I do suspect this might be a very bad endeavor, as when there was an
she
instant.
didn't say the book was about Innsmouth. She said after the incident at Innsmouth, he told her not to.
I mean, I will say that we are probably going to be running into some trouble with said book, as the fact that reading it, a similar incident apparently got 3/4 of Innsmouth locked up in the desert prison, but I mean, we're going to have to read the book regardless, so...
Rupert did say that this book was the key. I feel like we...
Oh, I absolutely agree. I'm just more mentioning that this is probably going to end very poorly for everybody involved, regardless of whether or not we read the book, and I could hardly tell the librarian, though I would be tempted to hand her the ravings of this madman, but it's been a rather unholy tale. But go on. Now, we will have to translate it.
I've not even stopped. Anything.
No, I know.
I've been just...
Jesse doesn't assume that you're stopping. Jesse's assuming the only thing that would really make you stop would be like actual violence, and she's just kind of like, eh.
I mean, if you was really disappointed in me, I would definitely think about stopping for sure. If you were like really upset, I would think.
I'm glad you would take a moment before ignoring me.
Yeah, I would consider.
You know, it's the common courtesy that I could afford you for sure, and I'm just like still.
Cat, roll me a luck roll. You would bother to spin. Were you telling me to roll a luck roll?
Oh, extreme luck. So lucky.
All right. The door opens.
And I go, but as it opens, no, I'm not. I'm just gonna. And I look over to Keiko and I'm going, "Come, you finished in this heist? You're in. You're in.
Oh yeah.
You're in or you're out. This is the time to turn around right now."
I bang it.
Before the two daring criminals.
I grab her and I
have
shut
the
door.
keys.
Nope, I'm
Can I have the key?
Nope.
Jesse's going to open the door and say, "Would you mind just giving me the keys before you do your grand heist so that I can leave them behind? Librarians less likely to think that you broke in."
But I
well, we're gonna be in here and get the book, and then we're gonna relock it. So
yeah, we gotta relock.
And how long is it gonna take you to get the book? We don't have to lock the door.
I'm spending like I might spend like 5 minutes in here. I'm gonna find the book, grab the book.
You just.
All right, if you're gonna spend
I'll leave you two hooligans to it, and Jesse just walks away as you guys are explaining.
Again, a spot hidden, and it'll have to be hard to find the book.
I might take a little more time. It's more like a 5 minutes, you know.
No. Jesse is completely, basically at this point, just going, "I don't know you two. If this gets into trouble, I'm just gonna flat out say I met them in the hospital. I don't know them."
Hey.
Okay.
You have any success here?
With spot hidden.
You can push the roll because actually yes, you can do library. Yes. This is a push roll. If you fail, something bad's gonna happen.
But why?
I mean, it's not extreme, so I don't think you find it. But
I'll take as long as if it's not like taking too long. I'll sit here, but I'll definitely if I see she's having better luck, I'll be the lookout now.
Okay.
I don't find it, so then.
You don't know.
I can't check the library use again, right?
No, when you've used something, you've used it once.
Yeah, you can push it. Although I did say that success was a push. You know what? I'll roll again, but I have to be extreme.
Okay.
You see random other books, but you get to the location where the book was supposed to be, and it's gone.
Damn, we've been made.
At this point, can Jesse go over and talk to? I'm sorry, I know we have Dr. Jones. Karsh, your character's Doctor who?
Nevada.
No, I know you're Dr. Nevada.
We have Doctor Who in our party?
I mean, I kind of wish, but kind of don't, because then things get a lot worse, and everyone but the doctor dies.
And resistance is futile.
Wentworth
Can I look at the books that are on either side of the empty slot where Dave Vermeer's Mysteries was? And check out.
You see a book about Egyptian hieroglyphics, another book about a copy of 101 Arabian Nights, and a book about preservation and use of amber.
And also Harry Potter.
Yeah.
First hasn't been written yet, but
it's restricted.
It's an anachronism, so it's in the restricted section.
Yep. So you get some information that Egyptian hieroglyphics, a book about amber usage, and a copy of 101 Arabian Nights.
I'm gonna take those.
Just out of spite.
You're just gonna randomly take these books.
I'm gonna check them out. Like,
No, the
Why was
restricted.
Arabian Nights in the restricted section?
that's a really good question. You know what? I'm gonna flip through all of them
Because
just in
it's
case.
the R-rated
Why are
one
they?
with
This
pictures.
is so suspicious. Why are they in the restricted section? I'm gonna flip through it and see if anything falls out.
I was going to say a price receipt, but no. One thing does drop out of the 101 Arabian Nights, a cutout about the jinn.
About what?
About jinns. So,
Genies.
Snatch it.
yes. Okay. You now have a piece of paper outlining. Actually, who would have wrote it? Actually, Mr. Mayweather's thoughts and warnings about releasing of genies.
Yep.
Okay.
So while they're doing this,
the book ain't here. Let's book it.
Yep.
Sorry.
Yep. Go for it.
Jesse would go over to Dr. Avebury and be just like, well, this was a most interesting read. Professor, have you heard? Because I know that Dr. Nevada's not here right now, right? He's with the librarian.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So, Professor, have you ever heard of the term gin before?
I bet you might be more handouts.
And I'm not talking about the drink.
Well, Genie's quite nice, but do I need to do a roll, or can I just do player knowledge for Genie?
You can do player knowledge for that. It's 101 Arabian Nights is a common book and is a well-read book, so you would understand the concepts of it.
Genies. That's what you're talking about?
Well, according to this here journal, apparently Mr. Mayweather, about a few of his friends, decided that, or have managed to unleash one on my farmhouse.
Before I forget, could I get you to a 1d2, Sam, please?
Thanks.
Sorry, 1d2. Ooh, what?
That's for you.
Just for you.
Roll 1d2.
Yeah.
Yep.
And now you're telling me information, which it's going to be for me too. Thank you.
Well, I'm not going to tell you everything. I'm just...
Yeah.
Good.
Giving you the kids' bop version.
So you lose 2 San, but you gain a 1% to Cthulhu Mythos.
Oh, good. Just what I always wanted.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not going to go into too much detail with it unless you want. Like, I'll let you read the journal, but I'm not going to.
So
I'm just going to mention
they released
basically.
a genie on a house. Did it grant wishes?
Pardon?
Does it grant wishes? Is that how it works?
If he wishes to die, it appears to just grant that one very quickly.
It's his personal journal that he kept, so he must have written about.
Are you two back?
I was going to say, you two back now?
I will. Once we find what we can, I'll shoo us out, do a quick lock, stealth the keys back, and that'll be it for me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like
Not
I'll make
not
it
too hard. You've picked up the keys, you know where they were.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'll make
you
it look
laugh
like
at
I'm putting a thing out there.
Yeah.
Oh, are you two hooligans all finished now?
I mean, we got you some good information here.
On the piece of paper that you get is a calendar for ages, for about 20, 30 years ago, and it's got Saturday the 18th of March circled in red.
Do I see that right now?
September the 18th of March?
No, Saturday, March 18th.
Sorry.
Saturday.
Do I see that?
Are we sharing?
Echo, are you sharing information now?
Yes. I'm reading any details of the note in my indoor voice to everyone.
Yeah.
Um,
And at this time, the librarian, Dr. Jones, and the librarian come back in after having a nice cup of coffee.
I'm kicked up, looking nonchalant as heck.
So basically, without actually showing anybody, Jesse's trying to give everybody the Cole's Notes version because this disturbed her, and she doesn't necessarily want to. She'll let anybody else who wants to read it, but she's kind of going like, there's some details in here she'd rather not.
Okay.
Does the genie have a name?
Let me
Was
see
the
if I
genie
can
in a
find
bottle?
it. It was not in a bottle, weirdly enough. It was located within
Sarcophagus.
It was located within a piece of amber with some sort of a spider, apparently, that was its host. There might be a name. It's the way that they freed it, for lack of a better term, was they used something called the dust of Ibganzi. IBN-GHAZI.
Doesn't make sense to me.
And while you're talking about all this, you hear a groan from the librarian in the background. Because the librarian would have just noticed what happened to her sketch of Keiko.
Jesse doesn't even look over at this point.
I don't look over either, but you just see me smirk from my chair.
I don't want to know. Anyway, so apparently this is the rough thing that happened. Mr. Mayweather and 5 of his friends, they went over to this farmhouse because they found a gold sarcophagus, piece of amber inside of it. We got the sarcophagus, but no amber. A friend of his, Mr. Allen, apparently was able to translate from the book that we were hoping to find the phrase to release this entity. Now, upon Mr. Mayweather was able to survive, apparently he had the role of a watcher. I'm not entirely sure who watches for spirits. They apparently took quite a long time to be able to do this. Alan was chanting in Latin to do it. And then it's apparently was, and I'm going to assume not for much longer if Mr. Mayweather's passed, it was in the attic, trapped away behind some magic seals is what he's talking about. But apparently there was one of the people there walked in to the circle that they summoned him in, and he was killed for it. And apparently killed him. Unfortunately, drove one of their other friends insane upon seeing this. Alan tried to, after they all left, Alan tried to go to New Orleans and find some secrets and a way to solve this, and unfortunately he died shortly thereafter in New Orleans. So New Orleans was not the friendly city he was hoping it would be. He was murdered, but apparently the newspaper also made the mistake of saying that he had a gold sarcophagus. So, I mean, not a huge surprise there. And Mr. Mayweather has sat on this for... what year is it, out of curiosity? Because the first thing is from 1877.
Okay, what you've
50 odd years, if it's generally 1920.
Cest's last death recorded in the book was 1919. So I would say 1921.
Yeah. Right. Well, he's been sitting on this for almost 50 years now. And apparently, he's been trying to research. He's been teaching the university, and he's been trying to find some ways to get rid of this beast. And apparently that's us. That's all he's got.
Great. So we're the sacrificial lambs.
So he researched reversing information, but he found nothing?
Well, nothing that's in this journal. I mean, his last entry is still from 1877. It's just in October. It's all in the same year. But I'm going to assume if he told us
On
that
his
the
bed.
box was all that he had. Pardon?
On his bed, he did say that all we needed was in the box and in the house.
And that's going to be my assumption too, is that if after, like, if he's got this university that's famous for the occult, if it's an actual occult problem, and he couldn't find nothing that was going to let him do it, then it's probably our best shot. If we're going to do this, of course. I mean,
I also think probably getting our hands on, and I'll look around and I'll whisper in close, Mr. Armitage. I think that might be something we might be able to do, especially if the key bit, wink, is missing at the moment. Seeing maybe if he might know.
He's in charge of the library.
Right. I mean, he's away, but maybe getting in contact with them and being like, "Hey, just see him."
Okay. One bit.
And he clearly was an
noticed.
associate of Mr. Mayweather since.
I will say we don't have a lot of time. Like, Mr. Mayweather passed today, and the seals are only golden with his life. Now, this creature, full kind of context, the person walked into the circle and died. The creature killed him as soon as it got his hands on it. And it was...
Does it explain the process of murder?
I mean, the process is pretty simple. You're living, then you're dying.
It's a black and white
I
thing.
can give you more of the details, but I would say that it was a little bit shocking.
Bruce?
Just to let you know, there's actually two books referred to in the handout. There is an ordinary reference volume. So you could do a library check to see if you can find that reference volume that was referred to in the handout. He found an ordinary reference volume in the university's library that in another book.
Okay.
So there's two books available if you want to try to find the other book.
I mean, yeah, I don't know what the other book is, but yeah, I'd be willing to take a look for the other book really quick.
The journal says that the Vermes Mysteries is one book needed, and
I'm not seeing what the other book is. I'm sorry. I'm trying to read through it, and I'm not seeing it. So
yeah, Alan is very excited. The box corresponds to a description that he found. To a description he found in an ordinary reference volume in the university's own library. Alan says that in another book, so it just says ordinary reference volume.
Okay.
It's in the journal.
No, it is another.
He found an ordinary reference volume. It's one of the first lines of it's in the first paragraph of the journal. It basically just mentions that there's a reference volume, but it's just that he has a box that corresponds to a book in the library.
Nevada, how much pull do you have with the university? Do you think we can try to throw our weight around to try to get at least contact with Mr. Armitage and get his permission, or just fake it?
Well, I
say that last part very quietly, just in case we're being listened into.
I would say that reaching him, sending him a letter or a telegram is possible, but they said he was in the field.
That's the problem.
I don't know. I'm going to be honest with y'all. I think the thing we need to figure out more than potentially getting in contact with him, at least that might have been something we could have done earlier. Mr. Mayweather's been passed for a few hours. I don't know how long it's going to take us to get to the farm, but this thing, the description is, or that Mr. Mayweather is claiming, is that should this thing get out, it will wander the earth and slaughtering and feasting. And
you want to go straight to the farmhouse, and perhaps
I'm going to say that he did say that the book was there. That's what he told us before he gave us the box, is that the book was in the farmhouse.
Yeah.
He said all that we needed was there.
All that we needed.
Well, maybe we should find that reference volume first before we start making our way across town.
All right, that's what you'd like to do.
Like-
I'm saying my piece. Y'all say yours. I mean, I don't have a car. I'm not going to be able to get there just out of nowhere. It'd be a long walk.
Wentworth, the inscriptions on the inside of the sarcophagus, knowing that this is a jinn, do you think that might be Arabic?
Oh, Arabic's never been a strong point for me. More the classical language, Latin, Greek. Some
That we may be
Egyptian.
able to get someone to translate that.
There's lots of books around here. They might be able to find something to help with
But
translation.
do you know anyone in the department?
Oh.
Possibly.
Yeah.
If we can't figure something else here, we might be able to find someone to translate. Contact the universities and start asking around.
Yep, there is one. There is one person, Professor Rice,
Yep.
who works at the Mistronic, can help you, but it's going to take him 1d2 days.
And that's an issue. Maybe if we do a rubbing.
Yes, let's do a rubbing and leaving with them.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. For sake of expediency, you find Professor Rice. You show them the internal and the external the internal writings, and he offers you a translation. And he says he's never seen this script before.
So that'll be a no.
He'll try it. He'll try it.
Okay.
But he won't guarantee anything.
I'll give him the explanation of what we have on the outside, but see if there's any matching.
Did you tell him what was actually written on the outside?
Yes.
Okay.
Like to see if it matches up, to help him with his script.
Yeah, that is correct. Seeker of wisdom, servant son of Yogur, Sereth, deliverer of the people of the water, bearer of the spirits of Nathotep, children of Thoth, seeker of wisdom. Yeah, that's what I've got written down here. But the internal script is different. It's slightly Aramaic, slightly. But this Candace is wrong. Leave it with me. I'll get an answer for you in a few days.
Okay. Expediency is preferable, but
We will check in again.
Did you actually, Karsh, did you tell the rest of the people the translation or not yet?
no, I haven't. No.
Okay.
Okay. I didn't know if we all went up or not.
No.
I would have probably been with Wentworth on that.
Yeah, you were.
one.
So you do have
Yeah.
access to that one. That's handout Edge 4. So he was pretty much reading it out loud just to confirm that your translations were correct. So, yeah, you're fine there. Okay. So is anyone looking for the reference book?
I suggest it. I won't do it because you don't want me to.
I can try. I mean, I've got to succeed on a roll eventually, or my character's just, I'll need a new character next time. It's all good.
Hey!
I finally have a success.
All right. So don't forget to check off library use.
Mm-hmm.
And you find the ordering reference volume that was mentioned by Marion Allen in the journal. It contains a drawing and a short description of the small box in your possession, and it notes that little is known about the box, although scholars believed it has been in possession of a little-known Nopraka, a would-be usurper of the Egyptian throne who lived during the 3rd dynasty of ancient Egypt. The box, was believed to have been given to them by the gods, and was said to contain a jinn that would be called upon to enact some form of service. The book states, however, the golden box was owned by the Parkbury Andersons, a British noble family. However, it was stolen in the year 1871 and has not been seen since. Do you want to do another second library use roll, or are you happy with just that one?
What would a second one potentially get me?
More
I
information.
don't know.
All right. Yeah. In for a penny.
Yeah.
In for a shotgun.
Now I get the.
And would you like
Odd
to?
success.
And would you like to spend luck to get it to extreme success?
Don't listen to him. This is
I have
how
to
he
spend
does it
5
to
luck,
us.
So no, I know. I say I'm already down too much luck. I'd have to spend 5 to make it extreme. If it was 1 or 2, I'd consider it. But
Okay, so
I'm down to 38. Karsh, leave me alone.
Hey, no, I'm letting you all have this easy. Once you get to a certain section, then it becomes painful. You find a book about the fabled civilization of Mu, M-U. Reproduction of eroded carvings purported to be Movian in origin closely resembled those found in the inside of the lid of the golden box. However, the book doesn't give you any information about translation of the glyphs, and they at the moment remain indecipherable.
Okay.
Wouldn't that be useful to
roll me a
pass
sanity
on
check.
to-
There we go. There's my luck back.
Okay, and roll a intelligence check, please. This is when you want to fail.
I hope you fail.
Pass.
Hey!
Hey!
There you
So-
go. You
just gonna ask.
count this of ravings of a madman.
Or board history student.
Well, board here student works well. So was that you gonna say, Alan?
It might be
I was
worth
just
spelling
more
out-
looking at it going, it's like, was that because I failed the sanity check, or was that because, like...
You failed the sanity check, which means you're going insane. You would have lost 1d10.
Score.
But then intelligence, just to see do you understand what it meant.
So do I still lose sanity points? Or?
No, you don't lose sanity points because
Okay.
your brain has justified says this doesn't make any sense. It's like bad fan fiction.
Could have been very bad though.
Very bad, very, very bad.
Oh, absolutely. All
I
right.
still think we should
If I
mention
don't-
the fact that the civilization of Mu might be related to the glyphs on the sarcophagus to the professor who's studying them.
I mean, I definitely could, but this does... I'll mention it to him, but this does seem to be just kind of for lack of a better term, it does seem to be that a previous student might have been a little bit bored and embellished a little. Made something up while they were bored. And to satisfy their supervisor.
But it's just a starting point for him. Just, a potential vague area with which to begin figuring out those glyphs he doesn't recognize.
I understand
Right.
you're just still new in your
Yep.
career in your academic career being a student, but making stuff up is pretty much mostly what we do. It's whether we get away with it or not. Depends on how long our careers last.
I am familiar with that concept. I just would rather hope that whenever our lives might be dependent on that thing that we've made up, it potentially, it seemed to have some validity to it. But I will, again, there are those here who seem to know better than me, and I'm more eager to either get out of Dodge or to deal with the bringer of death and destruction, whichever we're deciding to do.
Well, the bearer of spirits. Not just death and destruction, but spirits. Could be a good thing. I doubt it is.
Well, I'll wait for you guys whenever you want to get whatever happened. I'm just kind of, at this point, I'm just kind of sitting about, to be honest.
Just
I'm
stop
quite content to
folding
leave
the
rest of you
pages
are.
of books. No.
Okay. Was there any
Would I
more
be
books?
able to?
Mhm.
Would I
Go
be
ahead.
able to take the book or give the book to like one of the professors and say, if you'd like to share this with the person who's helping with the translation, and basically just because I don't know who the person is.
Yeah. That's right. You can do that.
And if need be, we'll take that and drive them insane. And if the
During
scenes
his
are
Oh, good. I don't think we're living past tonight anyway. It's fine. It's not our problem.
That's a future problem for someone else.
That's for the next batch of investigators.
There can never be anything wrong or harmful about knowing more about the natural world. The more information you have, the better.
Of course, yes.
The natural world, absolutely. It'd be lovely if we were dealing with the natural world.
I don't know. All this learning and knowledge getting is hurting my brain. So, I mean, I'm just going to step outside for so quick lady time until you guys get yourselves together.
I feel like
I'm just smoking cigarettes off the porch. Like,
I got that straight away. Yep.
Yeah.
No. Jesse basically comes out, looks at you, and goes, "Might I bother you for one? I've left my packs at home."
Nah, you always bum a cigarette off a friend, and I'll just like shake one out and be like, "Here you go."
I slide into those DMs, and I'm like, "Hey."
Are you guys all? Are you guys all a bunch of bums? Wait a second. You tell me all three of you is not one of you has a single cigarette on you. You got a bunch of mooches, and I just crack.
Let me double check. I might.
I'd crack another one out and I'd toss it over.
I do not.
Okay. All right.
Why is my spending level 2 if my credit rating's 40? Oh well.
That's all you've got.
I feel very poor.
All you've got.
Pardon?
It's the default characters. They did miss a few things.
Oh no! I was just checking that. I'm like, I feel very poor all of a sudden. Who's going to toss you a nickel? I don't know how much a pack of cigarettes would cost.
Yeah. So how do you change your credit rating into your cash amount?
Don't worry.
Don't worry about it for again.
If we finish that scene, we're probably a good time to break.
Yeah.
And then we'll come back in about 10 minutes and see how we go. And then we'll start getting insane.
A quick imaginary cigarette smoke.
Yeah, we're going to take our cigarette break out back real quick. We'll be back and get kitchen eye, shake of a lamb's tail, and we'll be getting right back at it.
And just a note, don't smoke. Smoking's
Don't
bad.
No.
Oh no.
Well, this is 1920s when everyone thought smoking was good and
It's
good
true.
for your lungs and good for your health.
100% smoke imaginary cigarettes all the time.
If you want to just look cool doing this, be my guest. Anything past that, no.
Yeah, it's weird. Anyway.
Okay.
So take care. We'll be back soon. I'll get back to the 1920s speakeasy for you. And we'll be back in about 10 minutes. So stick around.
Yep.
Bye.
Hey.
Hi, welcome back, everybody. Wow, I've got to fix someone's green screen, but welcome back.
Welcome back. Now, before you move on to the farmhouse, would you like to do any shopping to get, weapons and torches and wicks and
Dynamite.
tarot and dynamite?
I want to.
Definitely fire.
Am I allowed to just go and buy dynamite?
No.
Well, okay. Don't put that on the table then. Come on.
Are there any books that we've read is there any information in any of the books we've read that is specifically about Jinn and their supposed weaknesses or lore specifically about them in general?
Yeah, was there anything in like the little note that fell out of the 101 Arabian Nights?
Yeah.
All you would have got was the date of the time they were going to try releasing it.
March 18th. Saturday, March 18th. Did it say what year?
I would say
1870 something.
March 19th, 1877.
March 19th?
March 19th, 1877.
Got it all wrong.
I thought it was March 18th.
Sorry.
No, it was 19th. I'm reading the. Oh, it was 18th. Yes, sorry. I was reading the book and it says March 19th, so it's written as a post-factual.
Oh, the date of the writing.
Saturday,
Yeah.
the night of Saturday, March 18th, which was the night of a new moon.
Yes.
Or the night before the new moon. My apologies.
Yeah.
As far as shopping, candles,
Mhm.
rope,
Yeah.
If it's not in your inventory, it doesn't count.
chalk.
If you want to do any, if you want to do any shopping, do it now. I would
I'm gonna do
suggest
some shopping.
get some torches and other stuff, and weapons and other stuff, because you know what you're going into. You're going into some horrible thing.
I'm gonna get some candles and some oil pouches or satchels of flammable liquid.
Kerosene.
I'm getting about 3, maybe 4 bottles of whiskey. Maybe some rags, and then I'm definitely gonna get myself a freaking candle. I've yet to have a problem that a Molotov cocktail is yet to solve. We'll have a different problem, but it wasn't the original one I started out with. I feel like that's what matters.
I'm glad to see you all watch The Good Place.
Yeah.
So MLP.
Yep, it has got the right level of chaotic, and I'm going to enjoy running Master Naruto for you. All right. Are you driving there, or are you going to just catch a train or something like that? I would assume that
does
engineering
anybody have a
students
car?
has access to a car.
Or that Lewis is going
The
to
old-
steal one for us.
Either way.
I'm just
So
suggesting.
I might know a guy that's got a car if we need one. Like I'm a really good driver. I've worked on a couple of different cars myself, but like I don't own a car yet because I'm still working my way up. But I know a guy if we need one.
Are you waiting to the
wanna
next
see
day
if
to
there's
go in, or are you going to do that? Are you going there straight away, pretty much?
Before we leave town, can I buy if there's any like I guess they don't have bikers yet, but like any cowboy or like industrial heavy leather work gear that would function as semi-useful armor. Like maybe some assless chaps, like a safety vest.
I like to think that at some
maybe like a safety helmet. Did OSHA exist?
No.
There are at this time there would be minor.
there would be minor stuff.
Miners? Yeah, okay. I'm going to the mining store and asking if I can get some mining gear.
So you're showing up in assless chaps, a safety vest, and a hard hat.
Yep. I also got a few drills while I was there,
If
just
you
in the
can,
wind.
the problem is
They have them right next to where you check out, and I was like, those drills look amazing. We could use those.
a heavy leather jacket will give you 1 point, but I'll also say it will reduce your dex by 10. Because I'm trying to find
You can
armor
get
examples.
California.
leather-
If you're gonna have arseless chaps, I'm gonna also say there's also California prunes, just in case. Like the two go together.
What are California prunes?
Well, if you eat prunes, it all comes out the other end. And you've had the arseless chaps to allow for that.
I was gonna say it's because it's just like a certain.
I mean, I'm wearing all of this over my blazer and
Just
dress.
checking.
That's there.
Yeah.
Out of curiosity, how are you wearing chaps over a dress?
Just stuff them in.
This is the 20s. You don't have to
That's
wear
different.
a dress.
No, I'm wearing a dress and I'm wearing my chaps over the dress. I've buckled it around my waist over the dress, and the chaps go from the ankle. I've worn chaps before. I know what they go.
I have too, and I can't imagine having something else between my legs, like as I'm trying to walk with them. So anyway, regardless, I'm amused.
I'm not entirely sure if you can afford a heavy leather jacket, because because World War One helmet will get you 2 points. A heavy leather jacket will get you 1 point. So just normal leather won't give you any points.
How much does a heavy leather jacket cost?
I'm trying to find that now.
Either way.
Hard hat. And what about the drills?
The drills power drills don't exist yet. You do know that, right?
No, I mean like
hand crate.
Or maybe like a pickaxe. Oh, you know what I want? I want a sledgehammer from the mining. I want a sledgehammer, and I want a fire starter, and I want some.
You get the sledgehammer.
Liters of flammable liquid.
Snoozy, I would take this and go. All that Jesse was gonna buy was a knife, some rope, a box of matches, and a flashlight.
I got myself candles, some hooch, and that's about all I need. And a lighter.
I get matches and a lighter. I think I can afford that combination.
So no one's actually getting a gun. Surprising.
I don't have any firearm skills.
Same.
All right. Maybe I just want a small hand axe, and
I have one.
How much money do you have?
Someone
Not
has
enough.
Sorry,
yeah, right.
sorry, Phoenix. I think we cut you off.
I just want the flammable liquid and maybe the hard hat.
The football helmet will cost you. It doesn't tell me. Pay the football helmet.
Important to be careful.
Okay. While that's going, while I'm organizing that, you're working your way to. Yeah, chaotic enough. You're working your way to Ross's Corners.
Okay. And just out of curiosity, Karsh, I know Phoenix bought some stuff. Karsh, did you buy anything?
I was just going to do a kerosene lantern.
Okay.
Oh, it's either that or a flashlight. So one of the two. I'll just do flashlight.
Okay. And Phoenix, sorry.
Torch, salt, chalk, candles.
I'm glad you were smart to bring salt and chalk, because my character has no idea to grab those. I do.
Oh.
But my character doesn't.
But you read the entire journal. Were there any details of the rituals they did? With what they used?
And a small bag of sand.
How heavy is the bag of sand? Just heavy enough.
About the same weight as the gold sarcophagus.
Oh, good.
That would not be a small bag of sand, but yes, good job.
No, I'm here for it.
Do you need help carrying that?
Does the keeper need to roll a sanity check so he doesn't go crazy himself?
Maybe.
I mean, you have to answer that. We
I
can't.
have to answer myself. All right. So you're doing this on the night of, or are you going to wait until the next day and drive during the day?
Let's go.
Yes, he votes night of.
So if you drive now, we get there in the morning, or if we drive.
Actually, yeah. If you leave now, you get there in the morning. It's only a few hours away, and you've spent a while in the library, so you would assume that the library would be shutting as you were finishing up there.
I mean, I could drive us if we need a driver.
Otherwise, we're waiting to 10 a.m. the next day if you want to bus it, and it leaves the next day. So the buses get there at 10 a.m. and comes back at 2 p.m. that day. So if you're busing it, not busing. If you are driving it, you'll get there in the morning the next day. All right. Okay, cool.
I'd say I vote drive, but
Okay.
You know, I'm not the driver, so.
I could be a driver. I don't have a car, but I might know a guy that has a car.
I'm just assuming that she's stealing a car.
Oh yeah, same.
Yeah,
I'm a plan on like
I
leaving on some family connections to see if
have
I
a
can.
car, I assume.
Any car that Nevada Jones brings along has like Nazi flags on it for some reasons. He just picked up, it's like, hey, they left it.
The flags
I
are
think
off.
we're a little bit early.
The little poster there, but the flags are off.
Okay.
Okay.
Bullet
You
holes.
drive into the outskirts of Ross's Corners at about 9 a.m. in the morning, and there's not many people here. Just a few buildings and homes. The local farms have pretty much been drying up. There's not much water. Rain's just been cut back. And are you going to stop in at the local petrol station and get some gas? Because you've been driving for a while. I assume you need some more gas.
Yeah, I pull over some gas and I want some coffee. Let's be honest. It's been a long haul right here. And I normally drive like maybe an hour or two, but this has been a second.
Yeah, it's been a while. So the person at the counter looks at you, doesn't say much, and just raises an eyebrow and just rings up your petrol and says, "Anything else?"
Coffee.
Yeah, we all need coffee around this area. Yeah, he just goes to the coffee pot, pours it out, shaking a little, and just puts it back, gives you the coffee, and just adds an extra 10 cents to your fee.
Yeah.
into thing.
I'm going to go visit a house up on and I'll like kind of generalize where we're heading. You know anything about the place?
Would you say it's haunted? Ma Peters, who runs the general stores, you see Ma Peters around the area. Just says the taxes always paid on time. Mr. Mayweather in Arkham was on it for years. There's nothing to do with it. He just lets it sit there rot. We're actually tempted to contact him and see if we can get the contract with the lease back, because that's some good prime land, but he's doing nothing with it. So, yeah. You're going there, are you?
Yeah, we're going over there because Mr. Mayweather wants us to look at it, see if the house can get, refurbished. See if they're going to fix this, maybe try to spruce it up or something. I heard that it's kind of derelict.
Derelict ain't even half of it. I even think some freaking hobos around here that you're using as a halfway house just on their way through.
Well,
So,
that's part of the other reason
we just hear random noises from there. It's like, hell, even Maddie McFurter. She's a local. She works around over the textile shop, and she's been missing for the last 2 days. She went out a couple of days ago, was looking after her horses, and haven't been seen since. And we're all a bit on edge about it, like we might have a murder or something. But just be aware that folks might be a little shy around strangers right now, so don't think nothing of it.
I understand that. It's definitely, when a community's hit hard like that and family's been lost, it's a real tragedy for sure.
Yeah. So just be a warning and be careful. All right.
It's mighty kind of you to be heading on out.
Yeah. And we'll send someone in a few days to pick up your corpse.
I appreciate it. And I'll just keep on walking out.
All right. Go back to the car with coffee in hand. Do you get any for the other people?
Hell no, they can get their own stuff. You see me sit down in front, sip a little bit. Or if you want some, you better be getting it, because I ain't got nothing for none of you. I spent a lot of stuff on these delicious mixed drinks back here, if you know what I'm saying. Also, don't be rousing no suspicions with your inquiries. They apparently had someone go missing recently.
Did you find out how recently?
2 days.
I don't know. Just might be a thought.
She went missing 2 days ago.
Mr. Mayweather only died yesterday, though. So, unless she was going and investigating that old house, I don't know that it would be related.
All right, just thought I'd make you guys aware. If we're not getting anything, no one's got to pee. I'll keep on trekking.
I'm gonna grab like a sealed container of water and a sealed container of coffee from the, like some
Jesse would probably look and see.
bottle jug or whatever.
Jesse would grab coffee and see if there's anything to like semi-resemble enough travel food for breakfast.
Yeah, I'm just like sitting like pumping gas while I tell everyone like, go get your stuff. I ain't buying you nothing. You're grown.
Yeah, I just realized I got to do something quickly. So talk amongst yourselves.
Yeah. I'll be like looking at Nevada in the car, and I'll be like, "Hey, are you good, Professor? You need anything?"
I found this burrito on the ground.
That's crazy.
I wouldn't eat that. It looks
Right by
like
the gas station.
the color looks
Man,
off.
they must be growing out of the trees or something.
That's
Oh.
not good.
Brown burrito.
It's not bad.
Does it? You know, as a poor college student, I really relate to this on an emotional level. When you find a burrito unattended, it's your burrito now.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I as well, I'm a student and understand.
Yeah. Interns unite. I look over at Jessie like she approves.
To be honest, Jesse's just like, yeah. Sorry.
Ground burrito for sure.
Ground burrito crew.
That can't be good for you.
I mean, we'll find out.
Most likely not, but neither is starving.
We'll find out in about 4 hours whether it's good or not. Don't worry about it.
Again, the starting of your academic career.
Yeah.
The more, if you get better at lying, though, you can get to a place where you might be able to buy food instead of finding unaccompanied.
That's the dream right there, being able to buy my own foods.
What I love is that Jesse's not even that poor. She's actually got 40 credit rating. That's why I was confused why I had $2 to spend a day. I was like, what?
You get the same amount of credit ratings I do.
Yeah, I think that's the basic that
Same
gets
as me.
on everybody.
Yeah, it's the default settings for that one.
My credit rating's 80, guys. Crazy.
You're better at lying.
I love MLP's response to that. I'm just like, what?
What? Let me check that.
Check the sheet real quick. Hey, put that money back.
All right, so
I'm sorry, guys. My credit rating was 99. I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm gonna go pay somebody else to do this.
Okay, so you hop in the car, you start heading towards the farmhouse.
Maybe
Or do you ask, or do you
Maybe see if we
ask
can get a
for
map.
directions?
Oh,
Directions and a map.
Okay. You just ask for that, and I just close the information. So you've told that you got to take the Boone Road that runs north out of town, and take the left down the path some 2 miles, so that's 2.2 k's, and the path comes to just after an old lightning damaged tree that stands by the roadside. That's where you need to go. If you see the big giant pineapple, you've gone too far, you have to turn back. If you pass old James's place, then you got to turn left.
What about young James? How old is old James? Like, do we know the exact name? That's not that
47?
old. Isn't that young James?
No, that's pretty old for the 1920s. I feel.
I'm 58.
Yeah.
You're also pretty old, Professor. I didn't
40
know
is the new 80.
It's true. Yeah.
58.
Mm-hmm.
So
all right. So as you drive down, you
did anyone have any access to getting maps or layouts?
Oh yeah, you've been given a rough sketch map, so you know where to go.
Because if they're like, "Why do you need those?" We can just show them the deed and be like,
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
I go. Yeah, don't show
our
me the deed, though.
house.
Yeah.
We're all gonna live there, all of us.
No, I don't want to live there. I have my own home, thanks.
No, that's what I'm saying.
I could save money living there,
I
though.
think Luis has claimed the deed.
Yeah. So as you drive to the farmhouse, the car just starts just rumbling, going there, and then you see this on the horizon. As you get closer to the farmhouse, So you have a nice little handout there of the farmhouse.
Yeah, they did.
Thinking
I-
you're saying
Oh,
a
my
farmhouse.
stars. I can't imagine why I'd have a hard time selling or reclaiming that place. Not at all.
Oh, I like the
It
doodles on
looks
the outside.
lovely.
Oh yeah, look at those doodles.
Roll if anyone wants to roll an occult check.
Over every
I'll give it a try. I'm not going to succeed, but I'll try.
You've read the
Now?
book. I'll give you a bonus for that one.
I'll roll in a cult. I expect nothing to come of it. That's my secret.
You know what?
It looks about
Sure,
right.
I'll take that
I
bonus
wanna
die,
roll
thank
in
you,
a
and see what
cult,
happens.
too.
Nope. 62 against a 5.
Oh, you spin. Oh,
Oh.
Oh.
No. No.
You can spend 10 luck and
You can
succeed,
spend 10
but
luck.
oh. You do what you want though. Don't let these kids peer
No,
pressure.
don't let me make you spend your luck.
Do it.
Right,
do it,
some
do it,
notes spends 10 luck.
do it.
I kind of wanted to like get that occult. I really wanted to get that occult. So like I'd be able to like recognize the signs of the.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you spend 10.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Ooh.
Ooh, excellent.
Big
Oh, sorry, didn't say that loud.
I'm down,
No,
make a sanity
just
check.
down to 40.
down to 40 luck. All right.
Worth it.
You walk up to the house. You see dead animals right near, which we'll come back to in a few minutes. But you see all these esoteric designs and stuff, along with. Well, why are we doing that? So you see this esoteric insignias, pentagrams, like a little star with an eye in the middle. Just very, very thinly dressed. You assume that it has like a copper look, so it was actually done, etched, and then some blood-like substance was smeared over it to help seal it in. And on the front door, you would see
Sanity check.
that.
Ooh.
Ooh.
It looks cool.
Look at that.
Hey,
I
this is
have
all-
entirely the wrong response to scary things.
Hey, this is all Latin to me. Someone come look at it and you see me crossing myself.
Yep. So you see that on the front
That
door.
is not Latin.
It's all
And
Latin.
you-
I don't know.
You look around and you see this exact pentagram on a few other parts of the door. If you look inside one of the windows, you would also see the remains of one of these on the ground.
I have a notepad and pencil and things. Would I be able to do a sketch of this to get
I
copy the
well
symbols?
have-
Like just take the time.
Yes, you can.
I have a notebook, a notepad and a pen as well.
I see these nerds starting to draw it, and I go, "Why are you guys working so hard?" I put like a pencil up there, and I was it's engraved in. Well, I don't know why you trying to sketch it. Just
I
do
didn't know
it.
it was engraved in. I did not hear it was engraved in. I thought it was.
Yeah, it was engraved into the thing. But you
Oh,
also
okay. Then yes,
inside,
just do a sketch. Then I would just
inside the on
Wait,
the ground
and
floor.
there's some sort of substance like in the engraving.
A bit of like a little red tinge to it, like you would assume that
So
it's
it's
like
obviously blood.
brown blood. I don't know if it's blood or not, but that's what you see inside of it.
I have a science kit with me.
Biology.
Do you want to know if it's blood or not?
Enhance.
All right, computer, do not enhance.
Yeah, it's like.
But I
Like
am
you do always have to remember.
Also, can someone draw me a spot hidden, please?
I will.
Absolutely.
Not it.
Yeah, not
Oh,
it.
No.
I go crazy.
No, you just don't hear anything, which is wrong. There's no
Yeah.
bird sound.
Oh,
Wouldn't that be a listen?
Wow, no point.
Wait, you what?
Oh, no, that's for something else. The spot hidden, you find a couple of dead animals near the door.
Oh, good.
I wanna
This is
see-
going to be possibly a very bad question for me to ask the keeper. Are any of them dead via broken neck, from the looks of it? Like, are their heads facing the right direction?
the specific-
Yes, they are. But if you look
That's
at them,
terrifying, then, because that's
If you
how
look-
the person died. So I don't know what caused this.
if you want to find out what caused it, do you want to turn over the dead animal?
Nope.
To let the biologists do it.
No. I'm going to say basically it's like I'm history. I don't know. I've got some dead things over here. Does anybody know about things that are still living? I'm more of like the decayed 100 years ago.
Wouldn't this now be history? Like it lived, then died. Now it's history. Oh wait, no, that's archaeology.
I want
Mr.
to look
Jones?
at the animal close up and see.
Okay, give me a science, medicine, or natural world check, please.
Do the biology.
Yeah, biology. Yeah.
No.
You have one shot, one opportunity.
Push the roll.
You can push the roll, however,
Get up
yeah,
close.
something's going to happen if you fail this push roll. Like, do you take
Stick
out
your
one of
nose
your?
in it.
How would you push the roll?
Will attack me.
That could happen. You're in Call of Cthulhu. Dead doesn't mean very much.
I kind of want to find out what is happening.
You could use your science kit to try.
Yeah.
Oh, a separate with the science.
Yeah, so you could use the science kit to do something to help work out what it is. So.
Okay, so it's just like biology.
Oh, that's lucky. I was going to blow up in your face. Anyway, you turn it over, and since you rolled that high on extreme success, there's supposed to be a heart in there. The ribs has been cracked open, hole in the chest, and the heart's been removed.
He said eaten. Don't let him fool you.
Yeah. We can't assume anything about where or what the heart might have been involved in after it was removed.
Yep, and beside it you see another couple of another raccoon and a bird or two, all exactly the same thing. Now roll me a sanity check, please.
I was going to say that's a little bit disturbing. I think you need a sanity check.
Yeah.
I don't find that disturbing.
It's not the way it's done. It's how clean and crisp it was, and the fact that
the cleaner and crisper it was, the more
a fox would leave it with a lot more tearing, but this is clean.
Well, I don't think this was done by animals. I think this was done by a person attempting to get a specific animal part, perhaps as part of a cultural medicine, or perhaps just to examine these animals.
And
it was
occult
done so
ritual.
precisely. It was clearly part of a.
Okay, can you do that sanity check roll for me, please?
I find nothing scary about it.
Which you don't.
You didn't.
Oh, no, you did.
Don't forget to tick off like the success of biology.
That's why she's going so hard about it. She's like, "There's nothing scary about this. Is this fine? Really rationalizing."
This is fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've affected so many animals. So many animals. Way more than this. I've cracked ribs on a badger. Part of my classes. I go to a weird school.
Yeah, it's Miskatonic.
Yeah.
What do you think they do with
I'm sorry,
Morgans
Susie.
after?
I love you giving all these justifications, and MLP is just like rolls dice.
But
I was right.
No, you're wrong. Because looking next to the animals, you can see under the tree is a dead body. Exactly the same thing.
A human body?
I'm asking this, but does the body appear to be male or female?
Female.
Good. We found the missing person. Case closed. Let's go home.
Do we have a description of her? We can check against.
Do we need one? There's a small community that has one person missing that was female. There is a female body outside of the barn house.
Could be any female body.
No, I feel like this is pretty open and shut right here. It was. Yeah, I think this is her.
Unlike her chest.
And also,
it's open and then shut.
It was open in an open case.
Well, I think we
Yeah.
should probably get into the nice,
Nevada-
terrifying house, deal with the terrifying entity, and leave.
Shouldn't we call the
Nevada
police?
goes ahead and just goes in.
Oh, okay.
Unfortunately, E01 wouldn't. Jesse would as well.
Yeah, you guys do have the key, so I mean, you could do it.
Okay.
Lead
so-
on, Macduff. Let's see where we're going. That is the wrong accent.
All right, just give me a moment. Switch to jam layer.
Need to find a phone so we can call the police. We found the
Yeah,
missing
we just-
person.
I'm bold to assume that a place this old and decrepit's going to have a phone, but you go on it. And also, if this thing really is real and there really is a Jinn, do you think the police are going to do anything more than feed it a couple of extra hearts?
I mean, we could let them know after we take care of our business.
Just
She's not,
Yeah,
and I
I know
look at
I
it. I
was
look at
thinking
it, and I like give her like a little
telephone
blessing.
line.
Like she'll go-
Actually, Jesse would offer you her Bible if you're going to do that.
oh, I have my rosary with me. I just start letting them out.
Fair enough.
Got that Catholic memorization right here.
just saying, calling the police is the right thing to do.
We'll call the police once we're
I
done.
do-
If we use a phone.
I mean, we did have that option even beforehand, just to leave this for somebody else, Professor.
Did we? I didn't think we had that option at all. It was dumped on our
We were
doorstep.
at a university that studies things that are supernatural. We could have literally just knocked on the door. I assumed whenever the two professors here we're going to go and do this, that we just decided it was our job.
No, he gave it to us to do. Not that I wanted to do this, but we're here now.
I mean, there might be a phone you can call the police. I don't know, but I'm going in the
There's
house.
a dead body there.
It ain't the first one I've seen. It probably ain't gonna be the last. And Jesse's in the house.
Okay.
Nevada
Yeah.
does draw his gun while going in the house, by the way.
Okay. Just give me
I
one
draw my
moment.
hockey stick.
Oh, you have a gun! Yay! I'm glad you do. I'm
Right, so
glad
that-
somebody has firearms.
It's 0. All right. Sorry. There's actually is a map which I'm just putting all your characters on here now.
We have maps.
And Jesse would pull out her flashlight.
Okay. As you enter the house, could you give me a listen check, please?
All right.
That be a nope. I hear nothing.
Okay. Is anyone else coming into the house?
After finishing up with the body, I'd give him one last one and then head over to the house.
Yeah, I'm poking my head in the doorway. What are we rolling?
I'm just moving your characters onto the map. So Nevada is inside, and is everyone inside now?
I'm
Yeah.
going. Yep.
Okay. All right, and let's move you over to the map layer. Huzzah!
Nevada's in front.
Okay.
It's the map. Map, map.
Oh, yeah, that's perfect. Yep, I want to be in the back.
Oh, there we are.
Okay. And did anyone succeed that listen check?
Oh, I didn't listen. One
Oh, well,
second.
that's what we were doing. Oh,
Oh, I did.
Okay, give me one moment.
Coming in hot, one below.
Don't forget to check it off.
Oh, it's true.
Okay, stepping through the front door of the farmhouse, the front room is dusty and long untouched. A foul odor greets the visitors. Dust lies thickly on the furniture and empty shelves, while dead leaves and detritus cover the floor. An iron stone rests against the wall, the ventilation pipe still connected to the outside. There's a round table with chairs near the stove. The room floor is warped and stained, the results of water leaking through the roof and ceiling. Rot has eaten away at the table, an old couch, a matching wing chair. Perhaps these are the sources of the smell in the room. Near the entrance to the second room is a narrow opening in the floor, revealing a small flight of steps leading down to a cellar. And you succeeded in the listen check, so you hear something downstairs.
I'll come in. You'll see the head tilt a little bit, and I'll be like, "Hey, anyone else hear that? I think there's some rustling downstairs. Might be like rats or something. Who knows?"
Well, let's go.
Is that a door right near where I am?
Right here.
That's the front door.
That's the front. Oh right, okay.
You've come in that front doorway.
Gotcha,
Is there a fireplace over there? Fireplace?
Front fireplace 4. Yes, there's the fireplace.
Any poker?
Roll a luck check.
I'm
Oh,
gonna check it.
shouldn't have spent all that luck, should I?
Jesse's just got. Jesse's like looking around with the flashlight, but also like, kind of pulling out her hunting knife.
Is it pointed and sharpened?
With that roll, yes, it is. So
Um,
you now have a sharpened fire poker.
Are there any windows?
Yes, there are. If you look at the windows, there's the same symbols near the windows as well.
I'm gonna try to open up some windows. Like I want to like if there's like a shutter in front of them or something, like a blind. I don't know. Like I want to be able to get the light moving.
Could
I thought you were like.
No.
Wentworth, did you actually move to the fireplace?
Yep. Well, I'm going to
Okay.
have to get the thing.
Yep. Could I get you to roll spot hidden?
Yeah, maybe I've got to do this really quickly and get this off my screen.
Okay.
I can get it off my screen. There you go. Spot hidden, was it?
Yes, please.
Nope.
Okay.
Dr. Nevada, before we go downstairs, perhaps we should be looking around to see if we can find the book up here
Yeah,
and
I
not
was
split
thinking-
everybody up too much.
I wanted to.
I'd rather find out what's moving around.
There's a desk up here.
I really wanted to check out the desk.
All right, well, if you're going to go down there, do you have a flashlight, Mr. Nevada? Or Dr. Nevada? My apologies, sir. If you don't have a light, I'll come with you.
I have a light.
Would you like the company? I don't think that we should be splitting up too much. Or I'll go and help them check out the first floor. It's up to you.
If I start screaming, start running.
Away or towards? Because you're the one with the gun. I don't think it's good for the only person who could shoot something to be going off on the roads.
That's a fair point.
So I'll come with you.
Okay, well, what we'll do is we will deal with the people in the back room first. You don't see much in the room. You see like some blankets on the floor. On the table, you just see like a wrapped up package, a walking stick. And
I'm checking out that package.
all right, you open the.
And what's
you
this area
open.
here? To the corner.
That is a back door, which is open.
Okay, gotcha.
Actually, speaking of which, I will open that now. Give me one moment. So, if you are looking at the,
So,
you look at the package, do you?
I do indeed.
There you go.
Perhaps I even carefully open it with.
With your knife.
Why would you start doing that now?
Carefully open it with your knife. That is correct. That is the only way to open a package.
Right.
Why would
As
you
you do.
start being careful now?
As you open the package, you see a couple of cans of Campbell's pork and beans, a tin spoon, trace of sauce of liquid are still relatively fresh, You do see a boot print around as well. Muddy boot print. You can see it's actually coming in from outside.
Oh, I forgot to tell them there's hobos here. Dang.
With that knowledge, you can assume this is a travel pack for a hobo.
We don't have that knowledge because someone didn't tell us.
I didn't tell him that. I don't like. I didn't tell him in character.
Did you want to yell that out when you go in the room, or are you just gonna keep that to yourself?
I will let him know, because especially if we heard some rustling downstairs, I go, "Hey, there might be some other people here. Some local vagrants like to take a
yes, because you passed the listen check, so that would have triggered your memory, I assume.
Yeah, that's why I would have remembered about the.
Okay.
Oh yeah, there might be peoples.
Well then,
so
I'll fold the bindle back up and I'll just leave it be.
Okay.
I do appreciate that the two people that are armed and good at fighting might not. You're yelling that now. Do we hear that?
I'll go over to the bottom of the stairs too, and I'll yell that down there. Be like, hey,
Dr. Jones and Jesse hasn't gone down the stairs yet.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Then we probably have heard.
Okay,
Yeah,
so let's go.
Okay.
I'm also still trying to find windows to get more light in here.
Okay, so you're not going downstairs?
I am.
No, I was asking Lewis.
Oh yeah, I'll go downstairs with you. Sorry.
Okay.
I love how, like, potentially the only people that can fight are walking themselves to their doom. I love this. Call of Cthulhu is awesome.
Okay,
we like to have fun, you know.
Wait, we're going to the basement, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay, then we're fine. Probably. The thing's probably in the attic. We're good.
Not the attic.
Oh,
Where the hell's the
I've been
attic?
teleported.
Yes, you've bottom left-hand corner of the screen. If you want to look down there. Oh, middle left. Sorry. So, and you walked in first. So, could I get you to roll? Sorry, I'm just having to find the.
But I don't want to.
Oh, okay. Okay. So
Does that mean you automatically pass?
Oh, wait. Why is everybody down here?
No, Wentworth isn't down there yet.
Okay.
Oh, we left Wentworth by himself. Oh, that's real smart.
Do you want to come down, Went?
No, that's what happened. That's just what happened.
Right.
I mean, Jesse was coming down to avoid leaving people alone. If everybody's going downstairs, she'd be up there to avoid leaving people alone. But I don't know if she knows that you're staying up there. So sounds good.
What makes it even better is because I'm the stream's coming off my screen. I'm actually watching your characters. I don't know what the GM's doing upstairs because I'm focusing on showing your characters, which makes it even worse for me.
Yep.
So let's go.
Well, just come back and you'll be missing your heart. It's all good.
What did you want a roll for, NLP?
I'm just trying to find that now because
Sanity,
I didn't enter this information into the thing yet, so I'm trying to find exactly what I'm trying to find.
Sanity luck spotted.
Okay.
Yeah, if I see Kiko come down the stairs, I'll be like, Kiko, what are you doing down here? I thought you were going to be staying with the professor.
I was just curious. It doesn't.
Actually, before you do that, can I get you to roll a dodge check, Lewis?
Done. Dodging. Didn't dodge nothing.
Failing.
Dodging.
I didn't dodge the gin. Oh, it's all coming together now. God, the more you know.
Success, failure. So, oof! You take 4 hit points of damage as out of the darkness, this vagrant jumps out at you and hits you with a improvised weapon of a chair leg. Which GM layer? There we go. Move
if that's happening, Jesse's getting ready to just like lunge forward with a knife, and I think Nevada just shot. Yeah.
Layer.
Phoenix, you are muted. I'm not sure if you need to be, or at least you're not making any noise.
I'm not making any noise.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, okay.
So-
I was checking that.
So we'll chuck the assailant in front of you. Just he was behind the chairs here, and he jumps out and hits you over the head.
Oh, Jesus Christ! Are you hit a lady?
Welcome to Woman's Lib.
All right.
Just let me know when I should push the button.
Okay. You had a ready action, so you can fire now if you want. And if
I failed.
you didn't,
Wait a
epic
minute.
fail,
Why does it
right?
say get 0?
0.
Oh, because 72.
What's your
versus-
skill?
Oh, it's. Hold on.
Let me check that skill.
There is a base handgun.
40.
So just hit firearm skills. Let me just. There we go.
Yeah.
Still
So
bad.
what about
Setting
fail?
2 would have been it was a failure. So it doesn't
Oh
really.
god, that's painful.
Hmm.
We'll go off the first round.
Well, that's a warning shot. That goes past Red Jake's ear. And then we're like, hey, next one could be in you. If you don't
All right.
calm down.
I currently right now Jesse's moving forward to stab said person.
Oh,
if
Jesse
that's
woke
okay.
up this morning and chose violence. Hell yeah.
Listen, sir.
I mean, you just got hit in the head with a chair leg.
And so you're gonna stab a man? Hell yeah, get him. Jesse, I
All right.
underestimated
If
you as
that's
another
the way
woman.
we're going to do it, all right.
Sir,
Turn
I've
order
offered
is
your bindle upstairs and your blankets. There's no need to attack us. Our business in this house is not
It just goes
with
up decks.
you.
Yeah, I'm just trying to find where. There it is. There we go. So if you want to just look up your sheet and look
Roll
at
some
turn
initiative.
tracker or Dex.
Oops. I clicked a roll, but I'm
Okay.
40. I don't know how to add myself to the turn order.
You select yourself, then you hit your turn tracker or combat thing there.
Oh, my apologies.
Turn
that's-
tracker combat?
turn tracker.
Wasn't intended to do this till next week. So
We
77.
can end at this because it's about this time.
Okay, well,
Wait,
what?
wait.
Well, depends on where you want to go.
It's
Oh, turn
Okay.
tracker.
it
First,
is
I,
not
um,
adding me. So what am I doing?
Okay, so where are you doing? So what's your Dex?
40.
Okay. Jesse.
I was going off the same sort of ready thing that Nevada had. So
Okay, if that's the case, then do an unarmed check, and I will do a dodge check, and then see if you can grab him.
would it be unarmed or would it be brawl? Like, because I'm swinging with my knife. Because
Like,
brawl,
swing
it
in-
does count as a brawl.
If you swing with your knife, there'll be a brawl,
Yeah.
and then Jake will do a dodge.
Oh, are you kidding me?
Spin the
Uh,
luck.
4.
I'm spending 4 luck. I don't care.
you can't spend luck on a combat roll, correct?
No.
I'm gonna
I think-
check.
Check that.
Yeah, I'll get.
Normally I'm killing
I'll open up
people,
rules
so
really quick.
fighting
I
things
do
and
not
fighting.
remember off the top of my head.
Yeah.
Weapons.
You just have to make the success to get him.
Yeah, that's what I'm just checking.
That.
No, you can't push combat rolls. You can spend luck on them.
Okay, then yeah.
And it's
You
on page
succeed-
104.
Okay, thank you. You succeed and you get him for 7 damage.
Yep.
Wow.
That's a good knife.
He drops his his improvised weapon of the table club. Says, I don't mean to cause your dramas, but I'm just here to get my shit and get out.
Why you fucking hit me, you absolute shit.
I thought you were thinking in the attic.
What did you think I'd be in the attic for? I come down the stairs and you whack me upside the head. Ah! I'm like pulling away blood. Like, what is this? I'm slapping with it. Get out of here. Oh, my heel.
Excuse me, sir. What is your? May I ask what your name is?
Red Jake.
Jake. hello. Well, we're here to investigate this house, and you seem to be the one among all of us who has the most expertise in that area since you have been living here. May I ask how long you've been staying here? Is it just one night or longer?
Yeah, I just got here last night. Right up my bundle. Better down. Then maybe about midnight later on, I heard this unforgivable scream. I heard a lady yell. I didn't care what was going on. I just went out the back door and bolted. I'm just here to pick up my kit and go.
I said it if you want to do that.
And ow!
I mean, Jesse's not at all.
Why are you in the basement?
Attacked?
I heard people coming in. I heard something. I just ran down here and tried to escape. I'm not the smartest person.
Yeah.
Which I'm going to grant that. I'm going to grant also that I do apologize for if I've done any serious damage, but you did attack us out of nowhere, and I mean, you weren't shot. I'll grant you that that's probably a bit of a better situation than me stabbing you.
Literally, I escaped. I heard something. It started to chase me out of the house, and then I don't know how, but it heard something near the house, and then it went for them and let me escape. I have no idea how that happened. I just came in the house, pick up my biddle, and go.
All right. You might want to bandage that when you get the chance. And Jesse moves out of the way.
I'll move out of the way too. Get out of here, you animal! You hit me upside the head.
I
Use
have
your manners next time.
First aid. I can help him with that.
Oh no, Jake's
That's your prerogative. Jesse does not.
Jake's
care.
not helping. Jake is out of there.
You should help me with it. Look at this. I got a knot back here and I'm bleeding.
Yeah, I'll help you with that.
Help me with that.
Also, it's just kind of funny. You're just like, I love for it. Jesse has a D6 of extra damage because of her build.
Yeah, that's what I do too.
I heard a gunshot. What's going on down there?
Probably you can see the bleeding man limping past you.
Yeah, you see a bleeding man limping past you, picking up the equipment and just running.
Do you want me to stop him?
No, let him go. He's just
let
gonna
him go.
smack you upside the head.
Good, because I'm not willing to stop him.
Wipe your ass.
It was the nice thing to do, you know.
I was just asking if you wanted me or not, because it's not going to happen. Yeah, no. Take the cans, go. At back door. I don't care which door you like. Just go. Get out of here.
Actually, one thing we should probably check is, Louise, you have the keys to the car, right?
Yeah, I got him here.
All right. I just figured we probably should check that before we send the person who's a little bit scared, not thinking right, bleeding.
I think I got a concussion. It's like, whatever.
Do we actually see the keys when Louise does that?
Yeah, I
I definitely have them. They're here.
Yeah, I'm just assuming, but I just realized because we've had that happen before in games where it's just like, well, we kind of forgot the keys to the car. Hey, look.
No, I got the car keys. I'll jangle them. I'm like, I think I got a concussion though. I think someone might have to drive us home.
Nevada's going to watch the drifter leave.
Okay, so Nevada's upstairs now?
He's going to watch the drifter leave. He's following him outside.
Okay. So you go out to here and you'll see him just running towards the car. He looks at the car, looks at you, thinks better of it, and just walks off. Okay.
That's a good call, Nevada.
That's a very good call. Damn it.
I want to poke around down here. I want to see.
I'm going to watch until he's gone.
Okay.
Well, that drifter is our alibi for the dead body.
And you just let them go.
Yes, because they're dangerous criminals.
Oh, you're meaning that you're not the alibi, but the patsy for the dead body.
Yes and yes.
To prove we didn't do it and to say that he did. Gotcha. Should I have stabbed him again so he couldn't run?
Shouldn't
You know,
that?
it was done at midnight, like way before we even got here. Any autopsy
And we just
would
let them go.
discover that.
I mean, I'm
mean,
gonna
you gonna
say
go get
this is all out of character. Do you want us to stop him? Because Jesse is relatively fast and will go chase him down and hog tie him.
I'm not stopping him if I. That's
No,
why
but
I
I was
asked.
watching him.
While
I'm
you're
watching.
debating that, I will let Lewis know there's a where you are right now. There's like, oh, damn! I had 5 seconds ago.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep looking around and like periodically like.
Yeah, you
like,
pretty much see
plan ahead.
where you are right now. There's a big giant tarpaulin supposed to be covering
Yeah.
what looks like a big giant square.
Very good.
Okay, well, what you see under the tarpaulin is an expensive-looking trunk. The straps are
Ooh.
fastened and the latch is secured.
Okay. What's it secured with?
Oh, just like the leather things.
Oh. Hey guys,
It's
I
like-
found a
it's-
box.
What's
What?
in the
Is it a
box?
sarcophagus?
No, but it's like really nice.
Does it have hieroglyphs?
I mean, I don't know. It's all Latin to me.
Actually,
Hey, did
yes,
you
there
ever turn
is-
up to my classes?
We have class.
For 3 years.
Man, that's wild. I mean, yeah, I've so been there so much, Professor. Like you don't grade B student for sure.
Has anyone opened the trunk yet, or is it still closed?
No,
It's still closed. Is there hieroglyphics on
Not
it? though?
locked or anything?
Not on the outside, no.
I mean, I'll
Okay,
crack it open. I'll crack it open.
well, Jesse would also just quietly ask Luis in the note, just be like, "Are you actually enrolled in the university here?"
You know, that's an excellent question. I just keep on showing up to classes and they don't kick me out, so I assume that I'm enrolled. I've been doing lots of learning though. Man, let me tell you, I've been a grease monkey like nobody business. I've been up and down in some of these engines. It's been great. My uncles is so proud of me. And I'm like cracking open this box.
Okay. As you open the box, you'll see 6 folded black robes, a cigar box, and a sheaf of yellowed papers.
Oh man, I grab a robe, I put it on. Because I think it makes me look cool.
It also
then,
smells very musty.
I
As you look
take
at,
it-
if
take
you
it
look
right back off.
inside the box, inside the lid there is again the same kind of wards is on the inside of the
Okay.
case.
I'll grab the papers. I'll grab the cigar box. I look like I'm about to put on the thing, and then I'm like, "Oh, this smells like shit," and I'll like put it back down.
So this chest is unlocked.
Thank you, Phoenix.
Dr. Jones coming downstairs, or is he staying down upstairs?
He's staying upstairs until the
Okay.
drifter is well, long, and gone. So about 5 minutes.
I'll
Okay.
grab all the stuff, and once I do it, I'll start heading upstairs.
Okay.
This house is a regular squatting spot for drifters for years. And
Yeah. Do you think they actually want to come downstairs in a giant haunted house?
I mean, they don't think it's a haunted house. It's not a haunted
That's
house.
what the reputation of it is.
It's a very spooky house for sure. I don't look
Maybe
at this
there's
place and
some
go, "Wow, what a
secular
5-star
humanist
resort."
drifters, who don't believe in that sort of thing.
I mean, I'm going to
Surely-
say that if you're in a farmhouse in the middle of nowhere that has symbols that appear to be carved into it and painted with blood, if you don't hear anything in the house, you're probably staying in the spot that is right next to the door.
100%. Door, window, fire escape, whatever it is, I'm getting out real quick. Making a
Yeah,
book.
usually they think the only thing in the basement is going to be something that will put you in jail or someone who will put you in the ground.
It's true. Or
That's
it's like
fair.
meat hooks, and that's also bad. So like, don't do that.
Okay. Everyone's going back upstairs now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll spread all the stuff down on the table. Like
Okay.
just like
Yeah.
All right, so
Look
open
what
up
I
the
found.
cigar box or the papers.
all of it. I put it all on the table.
Oh,
Right,
I
and-
want to look at papers.
Okay, well, the cigar box is box and brand of cigars date back to 1870s.
Oh, that's
Inside
good
is a
stuff.
small metal canister containing a coarse and brownish powder and a small wooden box with a sling lid. Within the small box is a silvery talcum powder-like substance.
I think we found that dust that was mentioned in the
Well, we found 2 dusts.
in the journal.
Ain't that 2 dusts?
No, one dust. Is a small
Oh,
metal
one-
small metal canister.
With the dust.
Oh,
Okay.
actually, you are right. You found a coarse and brownish powder, and inside that box is another box with a silvery talcum powder-like substance.
So
The
what
dust
course
of
did I find?
Ibganza.
Hmm?
The dust of
too.
Ibganza.
Yeah.
Yeah, but which one's
Well,
which?
Yeah, because we got 2 dusts here. One of them would just be regular dust. Like dust, like dust bunnies. But I think maybe
Is there any wood in or anything in the fireplace?
oh yeah, let's get a fire going in here. It's
You know where a
dark as
chair
heck.
leg is?
Well, let's
Yeah, I
see.
mean, yeah, there's a broken chair, so I mean, we can start a fire.
Let's
Because
see
the
if
main
anything
thing,
has been burned recently and check the fireplace before we start burning additional things. Just
which is fair, but that's more what I
Right.
mean. It's just like if it's possible, because we know what color the powder is supposed to burn.
Yeah, here, one
Because of the
second.
journal.
No, you see me start horsing around the chimney, like messing with the flume and stuff, being like,
No, we've got a
Like-
fireplace here. We've got, well, you've got a fireplace over there too. You've got a
2
cast
fires.
iron.
oh, the
Oh,
cast iron
yeah.
one, I don't like it as much. I want to get the nice one going.
Go searching. Well, I help Lewis search through the other fireplace.
I want to check at least the little one. Or are you gonna do that?
Jesse, while they're doing that, is going to go over here and take a look at whatever this knob is.
I think they're lantern
Like, not touch
holders.
it, just kind of get curiosity, because I'm not sure what there is. There's like something right here above the couch that I'm curious what it is.
Possibly lantern
Oh,
holders.
it's lantern holders.
Yeah.
Oh,
The
lantern
light
holders. Okay.
yeah. That's
Sorry,
what I thought.
then Jesse will not go and investigate that, because that was Eon not knowing what that was.
Did anyone Keiko, did you have a look at the sheet of paper?
I do have. Did you send me papers?
No, I'm just doing that. And you would okay, so 6 so you would also there was also a letter in there as well. So on top of the sheaf of papers, there would also be a letter.
Jesse would look at the letter if you're looking at the papers.
All right.
I'm
Alright,
looking
you
at
would-
fireplace.
Get
I got the poker. We can help go through it, help search it before we start it up.
Oh yeah. That's
That's
good.
sweet of you, Professor. Thank
all
you so
right.
much.
So that'll be Aeon. There you go. I've just given you handout 5.
Alrighty. Just wait for it to load.
And while
Maybe.
you're doing that, we'll start searching the fireplace.
Yeah, I'm searching the fireplace, seeing if I can get it working so I can get a fire going.
What's your spot? And mine's 50.
Worse than that.
So you assist
Okay.
me.
It's just you. I'm here to fix the fireplace, not necessarily like.
Okay, I search before you.
All right.
MLP, the thing is blank, just, for handout 5.
Oh bloody! Dah.
Generally.
Sorry. I just figured I'd let you know now before you're waiting for me to read it. It's like,
There we go. All right, close and reopen. It should work.
I did, thank you.
Keeper, I'm searching the fireplace before she lights a
Yep.
fire in there.
Okay, roll me a. What's the spot hidden, please?
I will spend
Oh.
1 luck.
Do it.
Okay, you see some residue of one of the powders. It would be the brown powder. So if you want to look closer at it, you would identify some spare powder, but it's pretty much exactly the same powder as the brown powder that you saw in the box. It's
Okay.
not
So they-
the
They used the brown powder to release it. Now we got silvery powder to funsies.
The silvery powder was used to release the spider from the amber. originally.
So what
And
were they
also-
burning the brown powder for?
Sorry, I need to give Snoozy access to that one. And Snoozy, this is what you see on the pieces of. I've just given you handout 6, and this is written on the pieces of paper that you were given under the letter.
I will not read this Latin aloud to everybody, but instead I will simply say this seems to be a Latin chant of some sort, perhaps the one that they used to originally summon whatever they were attempting to do. Oh, spirit, you intelligent.
No, you have someone who can actually translate Latin.
We exercise, or you
We do.
exercise
I'm a Latin teacher.
for
We
science.
have a Latin professor. We should probably hand it to the Latin professor.
Actually, this is fine. This looks like the person who's trying to who actually understand. Doing decent so far.
Do you know Latin, Snoozy? Just IRL?
Yeah, it's been a while, but I was just talking today about how I like reading Latin.
No, that's fair. So unfortunately, I don't think our characters have that information right now.
Yeah.
Just if you translate it yourself.
Tenebra means shadow. So Nomen is name.
Actually, anyone who's in medical, legal fields automatically have some knowledge of Latin.
Yeah,
just
I
from
know.
their education.
yeah.
They may not be able to translate.
Mhm.
That's true. I'm in biology. I'm a biologer.
But I can tell you from a legal profession, yeah. So you would be able to pick up words, but not necessarily.
So I
I
can
need to
get
go
you.
check my phone.
I can get you a couple of words. Well,
but-
I'm over here making a fire.
Origin.
It's been 20 years since I studied Latin. And I studied Latin just to do medieval society stuff.
As you do.
Professor, I do believe we found something here that might be of more your expertise.
Yeah, go help them. I'm gonna go get this fire.
Don't let us start any fire and burning any evidence or something.
I'm burning so much evidence over here, Professor. You
Oh,
Louise, can you hold
evidence
off
is
on the
so
fire until
flammable.
we can you hold off on the fire until we make sure that it's like the fire's not going to help us if we get rid of the things we need.
I mean, there's nothing else in here. I'm just.
There's a did you tell us there's a powder?
yeah, I told you about the powder.
Yeah. Let's hold off until we're certain which powder it is, okay?
Fine. I'm just gonna take a
I have
sip.
a lighter and matches.
I'm a
You can play
light
with
a
them later.
candle. I'm gonna light a candle, put it here. I'm just gonna take a sit in the chair. Like, can't do nothing right around here. Get beat upside the head by some freaking thugs. Try to go light a fire to make sure it's bright for people to see, and then you get yelled at. No, I'm just gonna take a sit. You tell me what
If you wanted
find.
to well, we can do that, but if you wanted to light things on fire, there are the lantern holders.
Would you like some alcohol, Lewis?
All right, got some, and I'll start lighting. I'll start lighting.
You're starting to lighting the alcohol?
No. I'm not gonna start the Molotov cocktails. I'll start lighting the like little sconces and stuff.
Okay. It was just to give you
You know it's
something.
illegal to
you know-
drink alcohol.
Yeah, it's illegal also to get stabbed in the stomach, but that didn't stop her, so it's all fine. And I'm just like,
Is that what happened to that poor guy?
you know, things happen so fast. And I've been drinking a little bit, and I got a head injury, so I wouldn't be able to tell you right, Lisa.
And that's why it's illegal to drink alcohol.
Well, you
Poor
know.
decision making. And weapons.
And I would probably ask you, Professor, did you happen to ever indulge before it was illegal?
Oh, me?
Yes.
It's illegal to buy or sell, but it's not illegal to drink. Is that correct?
Yes.
I didn't buy it nor sell it. Don't worry about it. And I'm just,
Yeah.
Regardless.
What happens to have a cache of alcohol. They are legally able.
I think
As
Dr.
Wentworth,
Jones would
the
be coming back.
sheets. Okay.
Flash and roll.
Okay. Go for it.
Yep. Before we get too distracted down the rabbit hole. Oof.
Oh man, yikes.
You
That
by
is-
name, Nair,
That is a critical fail.
exercise.
I will spend a couple of luck to get it off the critical, if that's possible.
MLB, I will say the only thing in the rules that it says about is that you cannot spend on a 100. Criticals are at keeper discretion. So from the 96 to 99, that is entirely your call.
Actually, I'll let you, but Keiko just doesn't give you the papers, so Keiko's moving around and you just get incorrect translations.
Well, I do believe that I found something somewhat important in this letter here.
Okay, are you going to read that letter out to everybody, or are you going to just read it to yourself?
I was going to read the letter out to everybody.
Sweet.
On the 23rd of March, 1877. I don't know why I'm putting this down on paper. It's probably a bad idea, but I feel the need to leave some kind of an explanation for my actions and intent. When I took the sarcophagus from my uncle, I did not think it would be missed. I expected to be able to research it and return it later. I was such a fool. Despite believing in the powers we tried to summon, I grossly misunderstood the consequences. Now Robert is dead, and Harold is a madman. I'm going back to the farmhouse to organize our things. I dread stepping foot there again in that place, but I must make sure that our materials be available again when we need them. Since the others are too shaken to attempt a banishment of the creature, I can only hope that the thing hasn't the power to remain in our reality more than a few hours or days. At least it's bound to the house itself. I shall search for a means to destroy it before the last of us passes from this world and it releases from the house, if it is still there. I believe I know where I can find the knowledge. I need to drive the creature away without any assistance from the others. I hear tales of mystics in New Orleans that know much about the true magics of the world. I am leaving the golden box in Rupert's care. I told him not to sell it or to have it appraised by anyone, but to not tell him why. He also seemed puzzled by my insistence not to live in Boston, but I believe he trusts my judgment not to go into danger unwillingly. My uncle does not know about our dark brotherhood, so Rupert and the others will be safe from anyone looking for them. I'll be back to pull things right later, to put things right again. Marion Allen. P.S. I'll write this before I close the lid of the trunk. The thing is still in the attic of the house. It seemed to recognize me, and it spoke foul curses at me. I will carve protective wards into the trunk to prevent any tampering with its contents, just in case.
I'll shout back. I was like, yeah, it's true. There was a bunch of engravings all up on the inside of it.
So he stole it from his uncle?
It appears
And
to
as
be the
you
case.
finish reading that, you hear a clang from the trapdoor up to the attic, and that's when we'll leave it.
Ooh.
Ta-da!
Dun,
Death!
I mean, come on. We got into combat. Nobody died. We had so many bad rolls. Next week's just got to go so much better. We got all
Oh,
the
yeah.
bad luck out of our system.
So
That's pretty much the best way to think about it.
that's a very optimistic way that you've thought about this. Good on you.
I mean, I'm honestly expecting that Jesse's going to be dead in the first 30 seconds. But you know what?
That or myself, because I've already taken some lumps.
Well, also, Jesse's first instinct is to run up and punch things. So I imagine this Eldritch entity will be very, very welcoming to that idea. Totally no problem.
Eldritch entities are known to be very punchable. Fun facts.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, at least I got a poker.
Yeah.
Oh,
So how did everyone enjoy that?
That was fun.
dead wisdom.
It's nicer to play a longer running game than a single.
Hmm.
Yeah.
It's nicer not to have me as the keeper.
Oh, there is some more information in those sheets, but we'll come back to it next week.
Hopefully we've got better internet connection for Phoenix next week, so that's going to be helpful. Yeah, I have fun. I miss ticking boxes. That way you can see at the end of the session just how little you've done, how many rolls have passed, or like that one tag which has like 5% or 10%, and it's got a tick next to it. It's like,
Yeah.
wow, I passed that roll.
So, for how bad my night went, I started with 55 luck. I have 34.
Ooh.
And I have 1 tick.
Oh.
But the thing is, you read the journal, and that journal gave you occult as well.
Did they give me occult or did they give me Cthulhu Mythos? I thought I got 1% in Cthulhu
It gives you one thing of Cthulhu Mythos, and it gives you a tick in occult.
Oh, it does? Cool.
It does.
I have a tick in occult.
Which is impossible to start going up in.
Yeah.
When you don't have it at the start. So that's really good. I've got Latin and Egyptian hieroglyphs. That's all I've gotten.
And your Latin rolls are just absolutely...
Oh,
I know.
I'm sorry. I also got a spot hidden.
Oh, yes.
So I have 3 ticks. But yes, I have spent 21 luck this session.
Hey, first roll, spent luck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I made the all-important charm roll.
Yes.
Thank God.
Or something that actually is not, as I was saying this during the break, in the actual scenario information, it says, the players will not be able to get access to this book.
So that's
And going, how the hell? And you just go for the MacGuffin and go, no, it's a MacGuffin. But, all right,
Yes.
fine, we'll work with
well,
it.
we got in. Okay, the book's not there. Okay, but we got in. That's the big thing.
The only way to do it is with the book.
Yeah.
He was
It
told
actually, you guys
that's-
do recall that the letter said it wasn't the book. It was that we needed the translation that somebody else had made that was in the farmhouse.
Yes.
Like, that was told to us in the first, 10 minutes of the information
Yes.
we had. I knew this. Everybody was going for the book, so I'm like, okay, apparently we're going for the book.
Again, my character is an idiot. And you said, "Oh, go learn." Wait, why would I do that when I could possibly break into something instead? One is clearly more delightful than the other. Of course, I'm going to try to do some shenanigans.
And I went on a date.
Yeah.
Everyone's a winner.
I mean, and to be fair, after the librarian told me I couldn't get the book, I sat down and read a journal.
See, I wouldn't have read nothing. That would have been my secret. I wouldn't have read nothing.
I so wanted you to read out the journal to everybody else just to make them go crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, I basically gave him Nicole's notes and went, "This is really awful. No."
I really want
I'm
to
not sharing the misery.
Latin. Should I just read the Latin out in the farmhouse?
I-
Hey guys,
Yes.
I got some Latin here. I'm just gonna start.
I'll put a silence on you real quick.
In the name of Azathoth, I exercise.
And I'll just
By
and
the
I
most
just where it's
Oh,
just
Mike.
like a flying hand
I'll
comes
mute
off
you.
your mouth. I'll put you on silent.
I can mute you.
I mean, the main thing that's coming to my mind is just like, does your character know enough Latin to translate that?
I know medical Latin. I've also studied Latin for fun
It
because
would be a hard...
I just like to go to libraries where I can get lost in a massive book about science.
I would
I'm
think
asking if your
translate
character
if
has
it's a hard
skill.
translation.
Yeah,
Huh?
it'd be a tough one.
If you
It's a hard
roll-
translation. So.
It'll be a hard translation, but I would let you roll your medical,
As a
and I'll.
yeah.
It's like I can see it work. It's an associated skill, so I'll say, yeah, all right.
I'm very stubborn about studying something until I can figure it out.
Oh, that's great. It's awesome.
That's my ideology.
All right,
It's
so
like people
shall
getting
we?
to law, isn't it?
Yeah. All right. Well, shall we? Karsh, how
Outros?
much you're all good.
Yeah. You can do your outros.
Alright.
I'll start
Okay.
looking.
Yep. All right. Well, I've been Mr. Live Producer. I've been your keeper for this evening, and as I said in the chat earlier, no plan, last contact with the player characters. I think that's the best way to describe how this entire session went.
Oh yes.
And you can catch me at Producer at twitch.com, on Twitch TV, where I mostly do VR content, and I am also going to hopefully be doing some retro gaming soon. As I said, I got a few retro games, for instance. So yeah, so you'll be seeing me on that. Snoozy, where can we see you?
I'm Snoozy. I have a channel. I haven't updated in a little bit with my friend where we play Pokemon Gold, and I make fun of him for it being his favorite game from his childhood. And it's pretty funny, I think. And I might be doing Twitch soon. Anyway, like Snoozy Games. It's all like under Snoozy Games, YouTube or Twitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cest Caitlin?
That is I, Cest Caitlin, your entertainer for the evening. You may find me under that name upon many a platform. You just kind of got to Google it, whatever. I know, right? This evening, I was Louise Rousseau, your hard-boiled, delightful, lock-picking, Molotov mixing, just bang-up gal. Here to, probably stay alive, maybe. Who knows? Nah.
I love your bruises. Is that like bruises or just like sort of scuffs from like working on a car?
I was assuming oil.
Scuffs from the car.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Apparently, I'm probably a student at Miskatonic University, but we'll figure that out with admissions later.
As long as we get paid,
we'll
I don't care about you turning up in class, because it just means I don't have to teach.
It's true. I don't even know if I'm paying, to be honest. So we'll find out. The registrar's office probably wants to have some words with me, and until they can get me to sit down and have them words, tuition's free.
Yeah, they gotta catch you first.
It's true. I'm on scholarship. 10 finger scholarship.
I would advise that for any real students out there, do not listen to Louise's motto here.
There was also a brief discussion in chat about the professor assigning the text for the semester, and he has the only copy of that text. There was in Dirk Gently, the professor would get the text from the syllabus for the next semester, and then he would go back in time and delete the book from history, so he didn't have to teach.
That's a good one.
So that's a different one. Hi, my name is Karsh Goblin. This is Goblin Cave TV. Tomorrow we are going to be doing the Extinction Curse, which is our circus-based Pathfinder 2 game. Come back for that. And if you like what you saw today, we'll be doing more of this next week and doing more Call of Cthulhu on the channel. Like, subscribe, all the bits and pieces on YouTube. What did you like? What you didn't like? Be nice. Just say you liked everything anyway, and tick the buttons on all the bits and pieces. So, Eon?
Do these glasses make me look fat? Please answer honestly.
Hi, I'm Eon. I played Jesse today, and if you want to see things, I stream occasionally on Twitch, just twitch.tv/EonVictory. Currently, usually it's Pokemon games or occasionally Overwatch, but got some other things that I'm planning to do eventually once I've finished up the game I'm playing right now.
Nevada? Mr. Jones?
You still AFK?
No, you still there, Phoenix?
I am Phoenix. I have been playing. There I am. It just takes a minute for my voice to catch up. You can find me here or on Discord at Rivers of Blood, Years of Darkness, where I play a vampire.
Ooh.
Awesome.
That's it.
And today we're going to raid someone that's familiar to the channel, and you might be familiar to the channel. We were going to raid a board gaming show, and then went, hey, wait a sec, we have our own board gamers, so we're going to be raiding Poly people.
Yeah.
It was that close, like, oh yeah, we've got board game. Oh wait, no, she's on live now, so that's what we're going to do. So share the love. Our raid message is, as always, we come to share the love. Our hearts are warm and fresh with the goblin hearts. If you're not a member of the channel, You don't need to spam the Goblin hearts. Just spam your love, and say hello. So thank you for coming. We'll be back next week. Bye.
Bye.